you didn't even like skim the videos?
No.
Oh. Well, that's okay. Yeah.
I'm a visual learner, honestly.
Me too. I'm a hands-on learner, but I did watch those videos for at least 5 hours straight while I went over information.
Should have been there at the PTR raid, wouldn't I?
What I did was I watched those videos and I rewatched them for probably 3 to 5 hours while I wrote up a 10-man while I wrote up my 10-man plans for the run I'm raid leading tomorrow night. So I had to kind of do that.
Monday. You're doing that Monday.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm Monday now, not Friday. Monday.
I occasionally look at videos, but like, I did that 10-man PTR, and then we just did like a run through of what we're doing in Uwu. So I was just like, I'm just gonna go with that because I get a lot of anxiety with new phase. Like,
yep,
I can't
me
explain
too.
it. Like,
drink something, girl.
I hit buttons hard and try not to stand in shit.
That's all that matters.
And I did on the PTR.
I try to heal people before the other healers heal them to full.
Wow.
Doesn't always work, does it?
Because it takes me 2 seconds to get a cast off.
Sounds like a you problem.
Sounds like you gotta cast faster, because honestly, get a gem all haste, honestly, because I have a 2-second cast timer too.
Well, as soon as Saki gets on,
I have 2.4 seconds.
Oh, my shaman.
Yeah. My prayer of healing is a 2.45 because I gemmed all haste. Alright. Does anybody need me to grab them some pre-pots from the guild bank?
I put some haste in there, so hopefully that's enough.
Anybody? I want everybody to hopefully be pre-potting tonight, so they're in there, so if you need them, you can get them.
As long as you got some flasks to hang in it, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm grabbing double my normal amount of flasks so that I make sure I have enough for everybody. I can grab speed potions and wild magic potions right now, but I want to make sure everyone's trying to pre-pot.
That's what I'm missing. I don't have flasks. Okay.
Yeah, I can bring some for you. No problem there.
That's okay. I'll just go get some.
Potions are so cheap.
Yeah, I know, but we have a shit ton of them too, so. Like, it's a lot. Do you need me to bring indestructibles for Krydo?
No, he has them.
Okay. I'll just bring.
That happens, Keems. I swear to God, I would sabotage you so hard.
Wild magic.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Just in case.
How would you sabotage us? It's be after this raid, dude. How would it?
It wouldn't matter. I would find a way. It would not be fun.
Do not sabotage us.
Then get your raid leader in line there.
Well, I try my best.
This isn't line, dude.
Uh-huh.
Nightwatch needs to be the first guild on the server to wipe the Jaraxxus.
What's going on with Jaraxxus?
Nothing. He's the easiest boss. It's a little loot pinata. It's heal the burning shit.
Yeah.
Kill the portals. Kill the ads. Win.
I have 80 speed pots and 80 wild magic pots, so if people need pre-pots, I have them. Pre-pot tonight. Arr. Okay, that's all
Progress
I'm
had
gonna say
9
about that.
PKs, I think.
Practice pre-potty.
They were doing some dumb damage.
Anybody need anything else though? While I'm in Stormwind. Everybody get their gems cut and stuff
Yep.
for.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
DPS and tank.
Okay, great. I'll bring some. I'll bring a little bit of enchanting materials to Ray too, in case people get upgrades. Cause I don't mind.
Oh, that's not supposed to be capped.
Did everybody get their medallion or become a human?
That's racist.
Anybody need a wormhole from Valorant?
Been a human since it was available.
Mm-hmm. No, you're still a gnome in my mind. Alright, let me pull up that loot list here and delete the old one for phase 2. And edit this. Mystery. Oh, what the hell?
Oh, this is
No,
where the tier
I
is.
ported to Storm Peaks. I hate my life.
I can summon you if you want me
It's
to.
It's not
force
that
a
far.
habit, huh?
But like, I was so excited because it was gonna be close.
Oh yeah, there's a summoning stone here, isn't there?
Yep.
Alright, yeah, so I can get rid of the phase 2 list, right, Kimes? We're done with that? Just to double check.
Yeah, phase 2's over.
Okay. I'm just checking, because yesterday I was thinking that it was over already, because it's technically on the website, if on Battle.net, it says it's technically the phase already, but it wasn't released already yet, so I'm gonna
My
delete
DK
the
is
phase
level 79.
Congrats.
Alright, so now we have our current loot list here. Let me go over real fast and see who's absent for. Let me take a look at who's on bench. Bench players are moving. It's just absent people that aren't moving, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's absent then?
It depends on if they check in on the bench.
Okay.
So right now, like, most of the bench is already online.
Okay. Let me know
If not
who
all
I
of the
need to
bench
gray
will be
out.
Wayne.
Just
So
let me
far,
know.
it would just be Wayne because Blue, Noise, and Plague are already online. Like, I've seen them around already.
Polly removed
What?
Seal as well. He was on there last time.
Yeah, I would take Seal off too because he's not on there.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'll take Steel off of there.
I didn't take him off of the roster pick because I had already set the rosters up before he left the guild.
Well, that's fun. That means everybody gets moved up a seat. Beep. So everybody who was below Seal gets bumped up 1 notch. So.
Alright, time to talk to this guy. What's he got to say?
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
15 minutes. Hope everybody's sort of prepared for tonight.
I'm
We
trying
don't play
my
like
best.
we did last night because I swear to God.
Kimes, his hemorrhoid is gonna pop.
Yes.
You disturb me.
What?
How did you know about my hemorrhoids?
Everyone has a hemorrhoid. It's just whether it comes out or not.
Wow.
Yeah. Like if you sit on cold cement, you'll find a hemorrhoid you never knew you had. I'm just saying.
Old cement?
Yeah, don't sit on cold cement unless you want your hemorrhoid to come out. I'm telling you.
What are you going on about, girl?
What?
Just don't do it.
Sometimes drugs are this is what happens, guys, when you smoke too many marijuanas.
No, it's
Like,
not
that
even
seems
that.
I don't think it was some
Big
marijuanas.
No, listen, I'm telling you, don't sit on cold cement. Like, you're gonna regret that. Don't do it.
A little cold on your tushy too.
Not only that, but like I said, your hemorrhoid will come out.
I don't know if that's a thing.
It is. You want to go sit on some cold cement and let me know how your ass feels afterwards?
Or science.
I'm just saying, go do it, Lutz, then. Go
Or
Is
sit
this one of
on.
those things? Is this like one of those things on Reddit where the guy was like, "Doesn't everybody
Yes.
have a poop knife?" And like,
Oh my god! Go sit on cold cement, Lutz, for about 30 minutes, and then get up and tell me your ass doesn't hurt and that your hemorrhoid didn't come out. Just let me know.
I
I
feel
guess
like
that
tell me-
depends
Are
on
you
the
streaming
thickness of
this?
your ass.
this is not how you get additional subs. I don't think is hemorrhoid talk.
I mean, are you sitting directly on your asshole, or do you have an ass?
Yeah,
Like,
she
what's
spreads
happening?
them. She spreads them and pushes
Is it-
right up against there.
I have.
Is it frozen and it like
Come
freezes
on,
your
guys.
hemorrhoid
I'm
to the
serious
ground?
about this. That's a real
Alright.
thing. Google it. Google
Yeah,
it.
let me Google cold
Google
cement
it.
hemorrhoids. All right.
Please Google it.
Google what happened. Like, sitting on cold cement brings it out. Okay, everyone has one. I'm pretty sure. It's just whether or not it's out or not. Yeah. If you're over the age of 25, you definitely have one. I'm sorry, it's just a fact. You definitely have one.
probably has like 3.
It's just whether or not it's out at the moment or irritated. I'm telling you, Sin, go sit on some cold cement and you'll find out real hard.
I
Everyone
mean,
is
like,
born with 3
I've,
hemorrhoids.
like- okay.
I'm
I'm
telling
not even gonna get into this conversation because I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, but I think you are wrong
I'm not wrong.
about cold cement.
You get
I'm
like
not wrong
you get like
about
some weird cement in West Virginia.
I'm not wrong
or
about
whatever.
it. I'm not wrong about it. I promise you. Trust me on this. Don't do it. Don't do it. Unless you want to feel that pain.
Like, I'm not a doctor, but I stayed at a Holiday Inn.
It's a fact. I'm just saying. It draws it right out like a sab. I'm telling you.
And like hemorrhoids, they come and go. They're just engorged, like.
The cement draws it out.
Blood
Cold
vessels.
cement draws it out. I'm telling you. I'm not lying.
Well, they should have a sign, watch out for your hemorrhoids on cold cement.
I'm not fucking lying to you. I promise.
Right next to the wet paint.
I feel like this is like a B or C rated horror movie. Cold cement draws it out.
I'm telling you. I'm not lying. It's a real thing.
Don't sit on the cement.
Guys, I just flew to
We could do a whole
Olduar.
fucking trailer about this.
God damn it, I flew to Olduar. It does, Lutz.
Be like, you'll see it'll cut to like a thermometer against the building, and it's like the temperature's dropping, and then the red stuff is
Nobody
going, like mercury's
believes
going
me.
down. And they're like, "What do? We have to sit down, but there's only cement."
I could just see like a visual of hemorrhoids throbbing.
Yeah, I went to Olduar, my goodness. No, it's a real thing. If you Google it, it'll pop up.
I'm definitely not googling.
I'm just saying you could Google it.
Like
You
I
don't
Google
trust
some
me.
weird shit. I don't need to add that.
I'm just saying.
You didn't know you were a coward?
I had to
It's,
Google
you know-
prison pocket.
Yeah,
the other
Sin,
day.
I'm right there with you, because like it's like one of those things, like you know, you can't unsee things, right? It's like this.
You can, but it's very hard.
You can just Google it. Just Google, does sitting on cold cement make your hemorrhoid come out? And it will say yes. It will.
The way you talk about it is.
Hey,
I feel
Alexa.
like- I feel like
Word
it's
for
like
word,
pain
I'm
that-
doing this.
How has this been this long of a
I'm
conversation?
sorry.
Is my question.
They're egging me on, Kimes. This is what happens. I say
cold
one thing and
cement.
I get egged on. Okay? They're egging me
Bring
up.
out
I'm all
your
egged out.
hemorrhoid.
Yeah, it does.
Alright, let's see. Sitting for long periods of time in an uncomfortable position, such as a rock or the cement, could also put undue pressure on the anal muscles, causing hemorrhoids.
Yeah. See?
Well, they
see?
don't
See?
use-
Told you.
Okay, but that can. That's just
I have one that
sitting.
says that's a
That's
myth.
not. cold cement.
Well, all
but
cement
that's
is
just,
cold.
But
Where
that's
I
just
live.
sitting in general. Like, sitting in general for extended periods of time can
Yeah, on a
cause
rock.
pressure
Or
on
cement.
your anus, which can then cause pressure to the veins around said anus.
Well, I'm sorry.
Same thing
It's
why
just
if you
cold
get,
where I live, so
Y'all should get, like, a better
I've just
diet so you don't strain so
naturally,
much.
I just
Yeah.
Same thing like if you're
naturally connected it.
constipated a
mean-
lot, if
Oh
you
my
had a
God.
child
How
and you've
many-
given birth, you're straining, you know,
Or
because
just
you're
like
pushing.
goatsy your asshole out and get the stretches in.
Oh my God, dude! Don't even. Just don't Google that. Don't.
I just
You know, there's a
listen.
priest on our server whose name is like Goat SE. Oh God.
I
It's,
just
Goat,
related
it's
it to
Goat
it.
SE.
I just related it to it because, listen, when it's cold out, it's more uncomfortable. I'm just saying. And it's cold where I live most of the time. So,
Good
for
thing I live
me,
in Hawaii. No hemorrhoids for me.
yeah, okay, I don't know. And that might not be true. It might just be the cement. But I do know, for me, I just associated it being cold with the cement. It could just be the cement. I can admit on that. But definitely don't sit on cement. Okay, unless you want your hemorrhoid to come out.
It would hurt like my seat, like my pelvic bones, bottom bones. What are those? Like that would
Bottom
hurt
bones.
first.
My bottom
Just-
bones.
My bottom bone.
Just go get you some deep seat disease.
Have you ever heard of a chair?
Listen,
Oh,
I
God.
don't want to talk. Let's change the
She
subject.
needs one of those donuts.
Oh, yeah.
That's a thing. Okay.
Yeah. I had to sit on one of those when I bruised my coccyx.
What?
What?
I knew it.
Not an anus and coccyx talk.
I bruised my coccyx and I had to sit on one. It was not comfortable. I sat too much and bruised my coccyx.
She sat too fast on some concrete and she bruised herself.
No,
You
if
sat
you
too
sit,
fast on some concrete and broke her coccyx.
if you sit too long in one position, you can bruise your coccyx, and that's what I did by playing this game for like 20 hours a day. When it like, remember Twinkle when I couldn't sit down at my chair and I had to buy a new chair because my chair was worn out, and then also because it was the beginning of Lich King and I was playing this game for 20 hours straight. That's whenever I bruised my coccyx.
Yeah, Twink, you remember that?
The memories.
I really wish I didn't.
Well, you do though, right?
But to
But
the
you
person
are-
who said you
She
can't,
sent you a picture
can't-
of it.
that you can't
No.
unsee things, that is not true. If you have electroshock therapy, you can unsee everything.
I always unsee everything I see all the time.
Well, that's just a memory disorder.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something wrong with your memory.
Yeah.
You definitely unseen how to
Yeah.
kill Yogg last night.
Well,
Yeah, I
you
don't
heard
remember
the,
that.
Have you heard
I
the
don't
joke?
remember.
There's a
Nice.
joke that goes like, what's the best thing about having Alzheimer's? You
Not
get to meet
remembering
new
it.
people every day.
Yeah, I'd be like, what's Alzheimer's every day? What's Alzheimer's, guys? And then you tell me, and I would ask again.
You
I'm
get
so
to
glad I
meet new
don't have
people every day.
Alzheimer's.
Oh my gosh. Where's the list for people who can cut gems? What channel is it?
In the profession request tab, there should be, if you scroll up, I can pin Saki's message and Loot's message,
Yeah, I
but
can't do it on this picture though.
I'll pin both of them, just so that they're there. They have the most amounts of cuts so far of anyone that's posted.
Okay, which one can do in raid right now, or will I just have to get these cut? I finally got them all, but
It depends what you need.
Royal Dread, Ruined Cardinal, and one last brilliant King's Amber.
Loot can do Brilliant King's Amber. Ruined Cardinal, he can do that too.
But no, he's saying not on this character though,
Oh,
correct?
okay. Yeah, probably not then right now.
Alright, does anybody have the Dreadstone?
Let me see. What's the Dreadstone again?
Royal?
What stats are it? Saki just put stats, he didn't put names.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah,
idea.
it's Spell power
Exactly.
Stan?
He should have spell power. He has spell power haste,
Yeah, spell power
hit.
and mana.
Yeah, he has
spell power mana.
Spell power mana. He has that.
Okay, so I could after raid. Could I ask him? Would that be okay? Or
yeah, I'm sure you could.
Are we safe to go in or no?
Yeah, we're inside.
Okay.
Just don't sit on the cement.
Yeah, it's hard and cold. You bruise your coccyx on it.
Oh, Lord. And I need you for 5 seconds, Goth. Down in guild meeting.
Oh yeah, sure.
I was worried because you weren't on early, so I had Payne run me through it.
Oh, okay.
God love him. He is not an officer, and he is not a priest. I want to run through the cliff notes he gave me, and if he missed something that is needful for us, for priesty bits, I figured I can grab it from you, and I hopefully will not kill anybody tonight. All right, first boss is the one that's like 3 different little pieces. There's a Magnetor first, stay out 15 yards away from him. He does a stomp, which is probably more problem for melee than us. Bubble often. If you get a snowball, which if I remember is like a Yeti.
Here, let me pull up my notes for the
Go ahead.
ToGC and give you the healer highlights.
Let me see here.
Okay, Acid Maw on the first boss. He's gonna the tank healing that's gonna need some extra healing. It's probably gonna be arranged, but it might not be arranged depending on that.
Is that the Jormonger?
That's the Jormongers. Acid Maw.
And if we get Acid Maw.
Yeah, that tank's probably gonna need extra healing unless it's just one of our regular tanks. Depends on what Kimes gonna do. If it's a caster, they need extra. Next thing on that is just Ice Howl. Hits the tank with Furious Butt and stuns him. That's the last boss on this fight, the first fight.
Oh, move out of his charge because it heals him. Or he enrages.
That's a separate, right? Yeah, that is a thing. But Furious Butt stuns the tank for 2.5 seconds. The healers need to do extra healing for the tank on that.
Extra healing, okay.
That's the healing one. The massive crash is like for everybody. You just need to move out of that.
Gotcha.
For Lord Jaraxxus, the Fell Fireball needs to be dispelled if it's not interrupted by other players, which hopefully the other players are going to get that. We won't have to worry about it, preferably.
But in case, where will the fire, you're meaning it will have to be dispelled off
of the boss.
Hits? Off the boss. Okay. So if we see that, I'm assuming we'll see, probably should, perhaps, oh, God damn it, I can't speak. I swear, God. Focus.
I think
I would have to focus the boss and could watch it and we could remove it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then on Lord Jaraxxus, the other healing thing is people will get Incinerate Flesh. You just need to focus heal them until they're
Bomb heal. Yes,
yep.
He mentioned that. It must have at least 85k dumped in. Be also careful of Legion Flame, which will get put on you. Run it out of the raid. You don't want it in the raid. Fell Lightning? Is that something we're gonna have to... Do we know what the range on that is?
Fell Lightning is just something that we need to stay spread for. It doesn't bounce, but you still want to avoid that damage. So
and then it talks about Kiss. Mistress's Kiss?
That is, the DPS will have to interrupt that cast. And that comes from the Never portals. So that's, you don't really have to, as long as we kill the portals fast, we should only get one of those, and it shouldn't really be an issue.
Gotcha. Okay.
The next fight's Faction Champions. The only thing there is that you really just need to be aware that there's no threat. NPCs will just randomly hit anybody at any moment, so you just gotta kind of be aware of extra healing on players if like it decides to hit a squishier target.
Like I'm assuming a lot of this is going to be me bubbling my ass off.
Yep, literally, okay. Yeah. Most of this will just be you bubbling. The only thing that you really need to worry about tonight, off of like your normal stuff that you do, is just on the last phase of a Nubricon. That's the only thing where you're not going to be bubbling everybody. You're only going to be bubbling your assigned targets. Which are the tanks,
that was the one I saw in the healer channel. That was the only note I had that was actually on my desk. It was like, phase 3, bubble only, tanks and penetrating cold, no heals, no help anybody else.
That's the only thing you need to worry about. Everything else, Kimes is going to go over all of the fights, mechanical-wise, but for healing, that's your only assignment. Other than Lord Jaraxxus is going to have those, like, that extra a fire or incinerating flesh on people, that's really the only thing. But because you bubble, just bubble them, and the people who actually do heals, like direct healing, will heal them up. So you're just gonna be blanket bubbling, other than just the last
thing for me was the twin Valks, because I remember this was busy. You have to match the portals with the balls. So if you have got a black portal on you, you need to intercept the black balls. If you get the light portal on you, you need to intercept the white ball, which sounds dirty.
Well, you won't be doing that because you're not going to be one of our soakers, more than likely. You might be, but I doubt it. I think Kimes already has people assigned for that.
I get you, but as a backup, in desperation, if we're about to take down the boss and somebody's like, I'm dead, okay, you had white, I know what to do then. And got it. Okay.
Yeah, the dark bubbles will come in and hit us. The white ones will be absorbed by the soakers. But as far as like healers, there's just a touch of light, touch of darkness. This is just a dot that needs to be healed. Light surge, dark surge is AoE ticking damage that happens the whole fight. Power of twins occurs whenever there's a shield, and then the tank that's on the boss will need a little bit of extra healing. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward for you because you're just bubbling everything, right?
I've got my cliff notes.
Yeah.
And
kind of just gonna go over all of this again before we do the fights.
He sounded mad earlier.
No, he's not mad. I'm sure he's just, he wants us to succeed. And last night we can really only go up from there. So
people. Well, let us be brutally honest. People had their heads up their asses last night.
A little bit.
Yeah,
it's okay. It happens.
Not officer's fault.
But I'm sure Kimes wants to start this. It's 7:03. Yeah, he's gonna explain everything, so don't worry, okay? You'll be just fine.
You're wonderful. Thank you, Goth.
You're welcome. Sorry about that. Are you ready? Sorry to delay. Yeah, if you need flasks, come open with me. You want Mojo? Pet to damn.
Yeah, just for the MP5 for these longer fights.
All right, guys. So you can spread out. Like the boss is always going to be right at the door here, and Credo's going to tank first. He's going to be right kind of here, and he's going to be facing it. So make sure you guys get a nice spread ranged around in an arc. When we get to phase 2, Dreadscale is going to spawn right here-ish, where the smoke flare is. We're going to tank. I'm going to be tanking him on the wall. I'm going to drag him over to the wall. Everyone's going to be on Acid Maw. You're going to kill Acid Maw first, not Dreadscale. I need all of the range to migrate over towards the flare. If you get Paralytic Toxin, you're going to move to the flare. Like, if you turn green, make sure you're still spread out so that Toxin doesn't hit multiple people. But if you get it, you're going to run to the flare. You're going to stop what you're doing and go to the flare. It's just like Yogg, where we're having trouble with Malady. When you turn green, you just stop moving and move over here. And I will free you out. It's not a huge thing.
So we're not going to run through your hitbox.
Sorry, Chowdy, I'm not trying to ignore
I'm going to spin when
I'm
it's safe and get you guys out. So make sure that you are moving to where Dreadscale spawns if you get Paralytic Toxin.
Sorry about
You're going to stay on Acid Maw after, like, when he comes back up. Kratos going to be picking him up. And Melee, you are not going in on Dreadscale. You're going to stay spread while Dreadscale is rooted in place. Death Knights, you can go in all on the opposite side of where he spawns, and Rogues, you can go in on the close side. Make sure you're close stack. Rogues on one stack, Death Knights on the other stack. There should only be 4 melee on the boss at any time. And if you're not one of those classes, do not go into the bosses.
Does anybody need pre-pots?
Other than that, make sure in the first phase, if you get snowballs, you run into melee immediately and you stand there until it dies.
Please just stand still.
Which one?
Do not move. Don't do anything. And in phase 3,
Don't worry about it then.
Do you want flasks?
Nah, I've got them.
in phase 3, when Ice Out looks at you, when you get launched up against the wall, just move out of the way. Please don't get hit with that. It's not a wipe if you get hit with it because we can trank shut it off, but there's no reason for you to get hit with the charge. You've got a good 6 to 7 seconds or something to move out of the way. Like, unless you completely DC or something, you should have no problem looking at the boss in the center of the room, looking at you, and moving out of the way.
If you're near like one of these pillars, just be aware it can block you if you're trying to strafe into it.
Does Icehowl, not Icehowl, does what's his name? Gormak come in and aggro after he's in a ways, or does
He's gonna come in and then stand still for a few seconds and then he'll aggro.
so I can stay under this side to him to pull him away? Okay, I don't have
Yeah.
to turn him around. I can
Melee,
just
you
pull
should
him.
be not within melee range because he can split, turn around and smack you and kill you in one shot before tank picks it up.
What
So
you
wait
need,
for him
Wicked?
to get it and then get it.
Does anybody have any-
Wild and my flasks.
Does anyone have any questions on this before we get started? Like, Northern Beast is like the hardest encounter until like a new Barak to get down, outside of just being situational aware on faction champions. So as long as you guys are paying attention on the worm phase and switching targets, you should be fine.
You want to mention cleaving off the snowball? It's not the
Yeah,
main boss.
you can't cleave onto, you have to cleave off of.
If there is a snowballed alive, you are switching to the snowball to kill it. If you're cleavable, if you can do cleave in your rotation, that is great. But I want everybody on the snowballs. I want them to die as soon as they come up.
And so they're gonna be like right here. Can people come in a little closer so like
Yeah,
healers
you don't
can
have to be
spread
super spread out.
What is the range limit, please, for the spread?
You need
for
to
the
be
poison?
more than 15 yards from Gormak to avoid this stun or silence.
So phase 1, it's just 15 yards from the boss. Phase 2, it's a 10-yard spread for safety. So I would go up and pull up a range 10, and like you can use once the first boss dies, I want everyone to kind of migrate over like to the right just a little bit, so that you have an easy way to get to where the flare is for your toxin.
Jessica will spawn here.
Anybody have any questions? Any comments?
You mean acid ball, don't you? But yeah.
Sorry, acid ball. Thank you.
Melee, make sure you're not underneath Acid Maw's hitbox or Gormak or Icehowl's hitbox when he's spawning. We don't want you to get killed.
Melee, when you're on Icehowl, if you are max melee range, you can avoid the whirl and the knockback. But make sure that you're positioned yourself just in case on the wall side. That way, if you do get knocked back, you're not flying away.
This spread, like you have here for Gormak, is what you're going to do in phase 3 for Icehowl. I want everyone like in a big arc around the guy on the wall, so that when he chooses a target to breathe on them and stun them like the mobs in Hodir Trash, he only targets like 2 or 3 people, and we don't have half the raid frozen. But I'll go ahead.
The tanking on Icehowl, I forget. Is he untakeable or is it?
He is tankable. You're going to be picking him up and just holding him.
Okay.
You're going to take him to, like, if you see where the flare is kind of where the paralytic toxin is, but like when you pick Icehowl up, you're going to tank him over here to this corner, like instantly into this corner, and it's going to be hard for you to see. So try to rotate cooldowns as best you can, because the stun that happens and you're going to get trucked. It's going to be a lot of damage.
Okay.
All right, you guys ready to start the first pull?
Yeah, who's tanking first?
Kredo will be tanking first. He's going to bubble off the first 3 stack, and then he's going to bop the second 3 stack off of me, and he's going to eat the third 3 stack. So,
do you want it pain suppressed?
The third one you can probably pain suppress. Yeah, the third stack of 3.
If Kredo calls for it, he's got it.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and flask up. A couple people missing flasks. Cam, Mega, Twink. Got a little bit of RP before we get started, so you got a couple seconds if you need it. But
you want soul stones on anyone specific?
I did Breeze already.
Yeah, let's have Plague, Soulstone Path, and Tsunami, you Soulstone Mira. Just remember, Paladins and Mages, if you get Paralytic Toxin, you can immunity it off with Bubble and Ice Block.
And other people, you can mitigate some of the damage with Icebound, or Anti-Magic Shell, or Feint.
You good, Credo?
I'm just confused because my metagem says 1 red, but I'm being told it's supposed to be 2 red.
No, you're right. It is. It's just showing that it's off for some reason.
Yeah, I was inspecting somebody earlier today and the same thing, and I was like, is their meta not active? I'm confused.
When you inspect somebody, you
Okay.
won't see their metagem active.
Yeah.
Cool. Just making sure.
All right, you good then, Credo?
Yeah, sorry, I was just distracted, but I'm ready.
Welcome, champions.
All right. Make sure we get tricks and misdirects into Crito on pull. The pull timer, like if you've got Thames, you probably can see it.
And the Crusaders
To the RP.
you will face your greatest challenges.
The timer will tell us when to pre-pot.
Yeah.
I think I have everyone in range of me except Mira.
March to Ice Crown Citadel.
Pre-potting is pretty hard on this first boss because it's like a 12-second spawn in between combat and the boss actually happening. So if you're going to pre-pot like armor, you can go ahead and pre-pot now. And we got about 10 seconds before the boss.
Oh, there we go. Yep.
Awesome.
5.
All right, tricks and
4,
misdirects into Crito.
3,
Make sure you spawn in a
2,
different direction.
1.
Yeah, the timing's a little off.
Yeah, first night.
Silence soon. Watch your feet.
Do not stand in the fire, guys. There's going to be some random fire spawns. Damn, walk in with Kobold, please. Everybody switch targets to the Kobold.
I don't know where Elmer is.
It's 3. Taunting in 3, 2, 1. Got him.
Doubled off.
Zord has a Kobold. Everybody switch.
Silence.
Yep, everybody on Kobold. Credo, let me take 4.
Okay.
I'm going to run Icebound for this. And then, as soon as you taunt, bop me.
Silence soon.
New Kobold, everyone swap.
That's
Go ahead and
4.
take him.
Taunting. I can't bop you just yet. I got forbearance.
Stack
I
high.
will.
You can bop me. I don't have forbearance.
Well, it's great
Just
out.
target me and bop me. Good.
Oh, okay. Well, my macro doesn't work that way. Okay.
Silence
Kobold.
soon.
Thank you. Everyone on Kobold? You should be okay. You shouldn't get a 4th one. We're going to probably have another Kobold to kill after this. Never mind.
Can we get Death's Manahem real fast?
Pain suppression,
him.
Credo. Keep Credo up,
Him.
please. Sin, you don't want to
5,
stand. Yeah, that's good.
4.
He's pain suppressed.
Mira, you need to move.
2.
I got the him.
I'm
We're
moving.
going to hero for Acid Maul. Healers, make sure you're in range of me, please.
You're out of reach of Mira.
Yep. Everyone needs to move right a little bit.
I got the bile.
Spinning to get you. Who's got poison?
He threw it on my fire totem.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, Credo, make sure you chase Acid Maul. Pay attention to which ones are which.
It's got a hunter's mark on it.
Make sure you're facing it away. And
we
stay
still on
spread,
Acid Maul?
guys. He's going to do random sprays for Burning Bile. You're going to have to heal through it.
I've been paralyzed.
It'll be all right. New fire's coming out in a second.
Should I move towards you?
No. Who has the fire debuff?
target you.
Sin, can you go to the tank? Never mind.
There, I'm free.
Goth is dead.
All right. Path, get up Sin. Breeze, get up Goth when she's done being an angel.
Okay, I'm good.
I need like an innervator or something.
Yeah, I could use
I
one
just
as
did
well.
one.
I'm gonna him though
Yeah, same.
too.
I'll do buffs, priest buffs.
Melee, careful. He's going to be dropping pools.
Should melee stay out or stay in?
You're good to go in now. Just don't be in front of the boss. Moving boss.
Let's grab you this time.
Moving boss. Don't be in front. Should be all we need. Alright. Tricks and misdirects into Kryto. Keep me up while I have Burning Bile.
Spread out again.
10 feet right.
Spread out around the boss. Tricks and misdirects into Kryto, please. And make sure you face him into the wall. Max melee range. And can we run Frost Resist R, please, Holy Paladins? When he does the frontal, this breath, you can R Mastery Sin.
That thing?
Yep, that's is it. That's the whole fight, other than the crash, which is in 10 seconds or so. Crash soon. Try not to be in the poison when you get knocked back. If he looks at you, make sure you're not in the path
Run
when he's
away.
running at you.
Sword.
Let's get a trank shot on him.
Did he hit somebody?
And that's, yeah, he hit somebody. That's what happens if you hit somebody.
Sampling.
Take the shortest path out, guys. Don't ever try to like cross.
Yep, just follow the wall.
Yeah, just run sideways.
Pop your rocket boots too if you have it.
Next crash. Health zone if you need to. Try not to get hit. If you don't get hit, he'll be stunned for quite a while, and you get
No,
the damage.
Pop cooldowns if you have them.
Plague Shatter.
Can I get hymns from whoever has them?
Mine will be in 40 seconds.
Next crash. Don't try to cross, just get out of the way.
He's charging unknown.
Alright.
I got stuck on the wall.
Happens.
Berserk.
Yeah, we're gonna berserk soon. So we don't have any tanks up either. So let's go ahead and wipe this up. How close were we on Acid Maw when the big melee pile died?
He's almost dead, right?
We weren't spread very well, and then the burning bile hit everyone.
So like the goal is to kill Acid Maw before that first burning bile happens.
Well, what happened was he died and then burning bile immediately went out.
Yeah.
All right.
I think he was like 700k when he submerged.
So it's also just faster to run back, y'all.
Yeah, don't put a res.
That
That was
Like right
that was the whole
there.
fight. I mean, that would have been a kill if we didn't have him hit two people. So just be careful on the even with the deaths in phase 2. Is if we don't have a ton of deaths in phase 2 and nobody gets hit with Ice Howl charge, like it still can be an easy kill.
And remember that him hitting the wall is not just a function of killing people, it's also that he needs to be stunned for us to do enough DPS for the enrage timer.
So can we go over positioning? So, once Acid Maw's dead and then we're on to Dread Maw, I thought I was in a good place, but I guess I wasn't because I just got like slapped for 20k by the acid thingy.
Yeah, so he's going to enrage after Acid Maw dies. So like for positioning, you guys are like for phase 1, you're going to be spread like you were. Is perfect. When the worms are coming out, everyone's just going to shift right, like 10 to 15 yards to your right, and I'll need everyone like on this side of the room. Krydo, we're going to change it up. You're going to tank Ice Howl on that corner instead of the one you did, just in case the poison is still lingering for some reason.
So should we go in right when he comes out, or should we stay out?
So for when Acid Maw comes up after the first submerge, the goal would be to pop all of your offensive cooldowns when Acid Maw spawns to kill him before the first submerge. And then if you don't, you want to open up on him as soon as you can to kill him before the first burning bile, so then melee can spread out. Just make sure when you guys are spreading out as melee, you're spreading out away from the range group. You don't want ranged group to be stacked right on, like you don't want to be stacked on anybody because burning bile is going to hurt.
I'm
Obviously,
assuming we're basically not going in for Dreadball and just basically twiddling our thumbs.
When he is rooted in the ground, like when he's just rooted in the ground, he can target random people with burning bile. When he's moving around, he only targets the tank. So when Dreadscale is moving, you can go in as melee. If he's stuck, like Acid Maw is in phase 1, when they burrow, Dreadscale will be rooted the next time. And in that phase, you want to be spread out.
Okay, because I'm just thinking over the video that I watched that Lutz put out, and I'm like, okay, it was slightly different than what they said, but that's fine.
Yeah, they killed Dreadscale first because of their DPS.
No, and that's fine. I'm just want to make sure that
Yeah, it's good to ask questions. It's first week.
That was a very good first attempt.
Nobody should worry about wipes or anything. Just learn and don't, make mistakes, or you see something do better. Just learn.
First week is learning week. Then next week, we just do it all over again. Great.
Cry, Lil.
No.
Yeah, make sure that you're careful on the pillars. Don't get stuck up on pillars for ice hell charges.
Yep, don't do what Mira did.
All right,
All good
starting it up.
happens.
That was a really good first attempt, though. Even with like the melee deaths. Just remember, save your cooldowns for Acid Maw.
Does the fire follow somebody? Or I was just extremely unlucky and I got it like 5 times.
It just lands on random people.
5.
So it
4,
lands on you, does damage, and then
Tricks in
does
this direction, Necroto.
1. Silence soon. Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Suggestion for melee: take advantage of his hitbox and get as far back as you can.
Snowball Vassal. It's already in melee.
Timeout.
Taunting in 3. Now.
Watch your feet.
I'm not in range of Pat.
Damn, come to melee. You've got a snowball on you. Switch to the new snowball. Once again, Credit, I'm going to take 4. Switch to new snowball.
Now, can we AoE at that point or no?
You can cleave, not AoE.
Taunting. 3, 2, 1.
Go ahead and bot me.
Stack high.
Hardened Defender.
New snowball.
Silence soon.
Credo, this time, as soon as Acid Maul dies, DSAC.
Okay. I'm dead.
Breeze, get him up.
I'll do priest buffs.
Full buffs on Credo.
Let's get him.
Kill him.
Okay.
There's fire.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All done.
Thank you.
Yep. All cooldowns. I'm
Where
going to
do I
move your
go?
toxins over towards Dreadscale. As soon as this is done breathing, I'll spin.
Let's go to the other one.
I'm
She's in the
done.
middle, petrified, I
I
think.
tried.
I can't.
Melee's getting frozen. Leave me.
I'm coming.
I know, I fucked up.
That's bad.
I tried.
Yeah, he's bad.
Let's just go ahead and wipe this up.
Target you.
Sorry. Tried.
But just remember, as soon as you get it, you gotta move. If you got a cooldown for it, you can use a defensive too. Like stand on burning DK. Also, melee. Make sure like you're spread. Don't try to all be clumped on the same spot for her. If you get it, we want it to only be on like 2 or 3 people, not 6 or 7.
I mean, it seemed like we were in a ring around him, and we all hit anyway.
Tragic.
Yeah, try to be max melee range. You should be all right.
The beasts of Northrend triumph.
That's the hardest part is dealing with burning bile correctly. And
Yeah, the first boss, the worms are definitely the check.
Should we have melee groups again, so that only 2 or 3 get hit?
ideally, like let's have rogues on the left side with Twink, and then DK is on the right side with Uranus.
Now,
Okay,
where do we go
So
again
we're
if you get the poison?
We're contradicting what Luke's originally told us. Because Luke's told us to be on the wall side, so when we get knocked back, we didn't have to go. But that's fine.
That's for Ice Hell.
As far as I know, we can't outrange this world for the worms. I tried a lot. Kieran's could never get it to work, but you can on Ice Hell.
So when Acid Maul's up, DKs and Uranus be on this right side between the 2 worms.
Also, if you have paralytic poison and you're running to the tank, be careful because obviously when he's tanking Dreadscale and he's mobile, it's a frontal cone is what he does. However, if Callie's pet, just don't move Callie. If Callie's pet is Keems and Callie is the worm, you can come up to the backside, like in the worm's body, and the burning bile that Keems has should be able to hit you and clear your poison without having to go in front. It's just bad timing because he.
You shouldn't ever be going in front because like I'm spinning based on the cone. So like between cones I'm clearing.
So you need to be, if you get burning bile, you need to come hang out where I am.
Yes.
And then Keems
if
is
you get
gonna
that,
come and save you.
if you get paralytic toxin,
Where are you?
You're gonna stand there, over here, where flare is. Like around this area where the flare is.
All right, so here. Okay.
As soon as you get it, you stop what you're doing and you move because you're gonna get slower and slower and then get stunned. And if you take too long to move, I'm not gonna be able to help you because I'm not running through the raid with burning bile and AoEing the raid. It's your job to move as close as you can to Dreadscale without getting in front of him or moving into poison. All right.
from the deepest, darkest caverns of the storm.
I got this.
Gormak the Impaler.
Worms are tough.
Battle on, heroes.
Five, four,
Trixie,
three,
Mistrax, and a Cryo, please.
2, 1. Silence soon.
First snowball's going out. It's already in melee. Switch targets.
Silence soon.
Taunting boss in 3.
Stop moving.
Now. Switch to new snowballed.
Silence soon.
Switch to new snowballed.
Watch your feet. Silence soon.
Taunting in 3, 2, 1.
Go ahead and bot me.
Stack high.
New snowballed.
Silence soon.
That should have been the last one. Get a pain suppression on Credo, please.
He has it.
Gonna be taking ticking damage for a while.
I did.
Make sure you guys keep Credo up.
Do we have nature resist out?
Yeah, can we get 1 nature resist?
5,
Totem, please.
4, 3, 2,
I got
1.
it.
Thank you.
Target you.
Paladins bubble the toxin off. And a bit. Credo taunt, Dread Scale, please. And take him out. Breathes, get me up. Credo, go ahead and move him over to the pile.
To the
Careful
pile.
with the funnel. There's a pile of green people beside you. I've got Dread Scale. Cam, go ahead and pop. Credo, you still got Burning Bile, so come over and get these guys out of the poison. And then pick up acid as quick as you can.
Spread out, guys.
I'm paralytic toxined.
Breathes, get up, Goth.
I got you up.
A path, get up, Goth, then. Oh, that's all the melee. Alright, let's just wipe this up.
So I think healing a couple of healing assignments could be helpful.
Yeah, make sure, like, we had all of the healers get hit with that paralytic toxin that first time.
And we weren't
Not me.
spread very well.
Well, other than Mira. Everybody else got hit with it. So make sure, Paladins, like, if you ever get paralytic toxin, you bubble it off.
Tragic. They fought valiantly.
Should be just a completely irrelevant mechanic for you, and you should only, like, unless you get bad luck, you should only get 1 of them. Because, like I said, you should be already spread out, so it should definitely not be hitting three different healers at one time.
It worked.
Well, I think with Sid and I, we gotta be in the middle to beacon one and heal the other.
Yeah, because like you're very far away from Cardo.
Yeah. very
So
far
I
away.
went to go closer to melee, and I can't. I have to be near you if can heal you.
Right.
Trying to
Yeah,
run
that would
through
just
to
be
reach
like
people
you
doesn't
guys
work well.
You're a
can
long
bubble
ways
that
from
off.
us.
So, like, are you guys actually moving when the worms spawn? Because you guys should, like, the entire raid, other than the melee and Krytos, should be all rotating right, like, really far over here to the right side of the room. If you're anywhere past this mid-range mark as a range player, you're not in the right spot. You should be kind of spread from here around, like to the wall, and then out. Like you have the whole room to work with. That's what I mean by shift right as a group. So if you're like all the way over here where I'm standing and the worms are active, you're not in the right spot. Like you're nowhere close to being anywhere you're supposed to be.
Well, you and Kratos are so far apart. We pretty much have to stand here just to be able to reach both of you at the same time
So
and be
you
able to
should both
re-beacon and re-heal.
you should both be beaconing me as the phase starts and healing Kryto. Because beacon has a long range to it. And then you guys can kind of stand, like I said, you should be on this side of the room anyways. Just make sure you're not like, you can be a little bit across the line, but like this is, let me put up a smoke flare. This marker is like the furthest to the left of this room you want to be.
Yeah, we don't have to go over that far. I mean, and the beacon lasts a minute and a half, so
And that phase
well, we
will
do
only
have to
last a
refresh
minute
it.
and a half. So while the worms are burrowed, you can refresh beacons. But as long as you refresh the beacons on me as soon as the worms are coming out, you should not have any problems with healing. It's just when almost all of the healing team gets hit with paralytic toxin that's going to be a problem every time. So just make sure you guys are spread 10 yards or so.
I will stay.
Need
I'll stay
int
more this
and
way
druid buff.
to try and heal Kryto more. Like I'll be like not on the opposite side of her, but closer to it.
We don't need you healing Kryto. We need you healing people getting the AoE debuffs.
Yeah, I am. But I thought I would help. But okay.
What do you
Kratos
What do
is
you
hard
want
to
me
keep
to do?
alive with beacons and our healing.
I will take healing assignment. What would you like me to do? Just to bubble exclusively, and I won't be able to reach Kryto from this side for pain suppression. Just FYI.
Well, you'll be pain suppression Kryto before the worms even come out. So
Okay.
you good, Wicked?
Yeah.
All right. Starting it up. Just remember, like, actually move. Like, position yourself ahead of time. You've got a good 10 seconds while the bosses are spawning to get spread and positioned where you need to be.
Five, 4, 3, 2,
Tricks and misdirects and the Kryto.
1. Silence soon.
Snowballed. It's on timeout somewhere.
It's in melee.
Don't let the fire touch you.
Silence soon.
Taunting in 3. Now. Let me get an HP shout. New kobold's up.
Silence soon.
New kobold's up. It's already in melee.
Silence soon.
Taunting in 3, 2, 1.
Stack high.
New kobold's up.
Silent soon.
Pain suppression, Krydo.
He does have it.
Shift right if you haven't. Just make sure you're not along the wall.
Enter the arena.
And make sure you're 10-yard spread from each other.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Melee max range.
First toxins going out. Make sure you move over towards dread scale if you got toxins. Spinning to get you. Perfect. Watch the poison behind you, Cam. It's going to spread a little bit. New toxin soon.
Can we get a mana him from death?
I already
Melee
did
move
it.
as best you can. Remember defensives melee. Krydo, where are you at?
It's right next to you.
I don't know why it's not ticking. Alright, there we go. Alright, melee follow acid maw.
Didn't really go anywhere, but that's
Give me a
fine.
second, Tommy. Excuse me, everybody.
I got toxin again.
It's alright.
Getting a Himson.
After he dies, bubble toxin off.
My level's on cooldown.
Bile's
Alright.
going to come out in 5. Melee, you spread out a little bit.
Melee spread. Krydo DSAC.
DSAC is going. I'm stuck.
Alright, I'll come get you in a second.
I'm in a puddle of poison.
Actually, Mira, can you go over to Krydo? Who's over there, like where Asimal just died?
Trying to find him.
Original spawn.
Spray in
location.
5.
Can we come into melee?
No.
You can't, go
Stay
ahead.
spread.
Oh fuck.
That's why you stay spread.
And yeah, I got him, but I died.
It's alright. Path, get up. Sin.
I have a soul
Breeze,
stone as soon
get
as
up.
the poison's
Goth.
gone.
Make sure you stay away from circle.
If you see a person who is exploding, don't run up to them.
I'm gonna
At least
rotate
safe.
this boss to the left.
Don't get knocked back into that poison. Be on the right side.
Goth, can I get Guardian, please? Thank you. All right.
We need
Switch to
Innervates
Frostar.
and mana hymns for healers.
Krydo, you're
man
taking
cooldown.
left side.
Yep.
Make sure you guys shift with Krydo to the left.
I already gave you mine, Sin. Sorry.
Alright, melee be on the back right foot, max melee range. Never mind, you should face. Mind, be left side, left foot, left foot, left foot.
Unless they change something, if I remember, the closer you are to the center when he fucking does his knockback, the more damage you take. So
You
I
do.
just, yep.
Try not to be right in the center of the
food for
room.
thought.
Make sure you're close enough to the boss so that you're
Range to
all
get out of
spread.
the center.
Range, do not get knocked over into the poison piles.
I keep getting stunned, so make sure you're paying attention to your threat.
All right, watch this.
He's a health stone.
Do not get hit. Use your health stones. Don't run in front of him. Just run out of the way. All right.
He's
that's
cooldown.
it. Offensive cooldowns.
Burn.
Duranus, if you can pop, go ahead.
Power infusion path.
Just get Duranus topped up. Spot buff some people that died. Damn R mastery. All right, just hold it together. Don't get hit with charges, and the boss will die. Try not to move out a little bit, Path. Don't be right in the center of the room. When he does to go massive crash in 2 seconds, use a defensive. Take a little bit less damage if you use a defensive. Short towards the front. Don't get hit. Nice job.
Thank you for the shield.
I thought it might help.
Did.
Speed.
Remember max melee? Krydo DSAC. Oh, it's only on Krydo. Perfect. Asbjorn, do you still have DSAC?
I do.
All right.
I have Guardian.
It's
Next,
done.
I do as well.
Next crash, Asbjorn, you're going to DSAC that crash.
Get him in 30 seconds. You guys need it then.
Crash in 5.
Use your cookies.
Asbjorn DSAC.
If you're a human, you can unfreeze yourself.
Don't get stuck on the wall. Nice job.
You gonna be angry?
Do healers need him?
Yeah, go ahead, Nong. Just
We
in
got
case.
30 seconds on enrage. Pump, pump, pump.
Damn
It's
DSAC.
okay, we're good. Time to kills 10 seconds.
Ardent Defender.
Should pain suppress Kratos?
Yeah, go ahead and pain suppressive now.
He has it.
All right.
10
A little
seconds,
sloppy,
use everything.
but
But it's a long 10 seconds, but okay. It works.
I mean, use
a little
everything.
sloppy, but we got it.
Well done.
Just got to remember, melee, when you kill Acid Maul, you're always going to stay spread because he's going to be rooted and he's going to be able to target you. So between a sweep and a burning bile, you're always going to die. You can't get hit with a sweep and a burning bile. Other than that, it was pretty clean. Just got to probably can use some DSACs on crashes just to help out with that.
Leatherworking. Who's the leather worker?
Oh, is it time? It's time, isn't it time? I'm so excited.
Who's the leather worker? Cam, that's your druid though, right? Or
Yeah, Cam's druid, I think, or Duranus.
Max, I'm getting you up.
I'm a leather worker.
okay.
Which one is it?
So let me give this to Duranus then, because
That's BOE. I could just throw it on the druid, but whatever.
You guys can roll them. I don't really care too much.
Matter.
Where's Plague?
Go ahead and roll for it.
Can we get a repair bot too, please?
Where's Plague?
It's just, you know, if someone
Yeah, there's
requests
no
it
point
from
doing
you,
normal.
make sure you craft it for them if they got the stuff.
It's
That's
by
really
the
all
edge.
it is.
Mega.
You guys ready for the best emote in the entire game?
All right, guys. I'm telling you, this is a really easy fight, but you still have to do mechanics. So we're gonna save hero for the first Nether portal. As soon as the portal's up, everyone's gonna switch to the portal and kill it, and then you're gonna cleave the ads down with the boss. When the healing debuff goes out, healers, your job is to just heal it up really quick. When there is a volcano spawn, everyone's going to switch to the volcano. Everybody is. And then melee, you're going to go back to the boss. And ranged, you're going to finish up the infernals. Realistically, there's not a lot of ad spawns in this. We should never get more than one infernal spawn if people are doing things correctly.
Do I need any resist auras for this?
Fire would be the only one.
And aura mastery when the Infernal's Hellfire is decent.
Yeah, can we get a new healthstone, please?
Okay,
And the
so
portals, right?
yeah, do you want me to just do this loot, or what do you want me to do as far as loot? Because we're progressing, so I don't know how long.
Do loot after Draxus,
Okay, gotcha.
because I got a little bit to explain on faction
Okay.
champions.
Same soul stones.
Yeah, same shit. Make sure you eat a feast if you died. Goth Path, Elmer, Mega. Feast is down by the Hellstones.
Thank you for the soulstone.
Krydo's going to be tanking Draxus. I'm going to be picking up the ads.
Does the target of Incinerate Flesh get any kind of mark put on?
Yeah, they get a debuff. Your regular
You'll be
raid
able to
frames should
see
do
it.
it, and
should
Thames should
flash.
announce it.
Yeah, I've got
It
grid
should
too. I just don't know if
flash
it'll show
like
up.
they'll have like dotted lines around them, and just swap to them immediately, fill them up.
All right, starting the RP.
Are we spreading in a circle around him for the lightning thing?
You can spread a little bit.
Your next challenge.
As long as you're in range of the stuff to kill when you need to swap targets, it's fine. The first nether portal is always going to spawn on his left. So Kryto, can you like spin him the other way? Make sure you face him towards the where I'm at now.
Face him towards the door. Okay.
Yeah, face him towards the one he's walking in. So let's have Death Knight's focus interrupts with Duranus. Roots get first, Zord gets second, Duranus third.
It's very easy. It's not like that.
Yeah. If you can get an interrupt, just get an interrupt. It's not a huge. I mean, it's not going to be as fast as Vezak's interrupts, but
if you get the fire, just run it outside.
So for the Mistress Kiss, there didn't seem to be any way for a pallet to get around it because all our spells are holy. Does anybody know how long that spell lockout lasts?
Melee, make sure you're not right up against so he doesn't eat you.
You are bound to me, demon.
Fucking no.
I guess 8 seconds is the answer, Dan.
Your
okay, thanks.
Will be your undoing.
I said trifling.
But I'm in charge.
5,
All
4,
the gnomes deserve that fate.
2.
Tricks and misdirection and Kryto, please.
Destroy the demon lord before it can
Real
open
coming in
a
3, 2,
pop.
1. Now.
You face Jaraxxus, Eladar Lord of the Burning Legion.
Dispel boss.
Spell steal that, mages. Portal soon. Heal Uncle.
Swap.
Hero. Everybody on Nether Portal.
Stay on the portal.
Stop casting.
Focus Mistress. Range
silence for 8.
Heal Ashburn. Ashburn. Dump you.
All right.
Dispel boss.
Spell steal. Infernal soon.
Is there a reason I have no mana, or just I'm not taking any damage?
Probably not taking damage.
He doesn't hit hard at all. Volcano on 5.
Heal breathes. Carry out. Don't spread
Please
the
don't.
flame.
Please, when you get that, please don't run away from where you're standing. The healers are positioning ourselves so that we can heal you. Do not
Everybody
move.
switch to the volcano.
You have to move the Goth.
They have to move the flame out.
It's the green one. It's not the one that.
No, I'm talking about the flesh. The
yeah.
flesh.
Melee back to boss. Heal Mega. Ranged on Infernals.
Dispel boss.
Kryto DSAC.
Going.
That's everything. That's the entire fight. Heal Death.
So that one, Death, don't run away
That's
with
the
it.
flesh death. You
That's-
don't want to run
okay.
out with that.
Red, you stay still. Green, you move out.
Red means stop.
Portal soon. Make sure you're switching to the portal. Heal Zord. Everybody on portal.
Dispel boss.
After portal, we're on Mistress.
Steal the boss.
Alright, back to boss.
What's the spread though for the chain?
Heal Twink. Looks like we're gonna get another volcano. Make sure we're killing the volcano,
Dispel
and then
boss.
range is on the ads. Always do mechanics first. Everybody swap to volcano. Ranged on infernals. Asbjorn desank. Melee careful. An infernal's in melee. 2 infernals in melee. Move out of melee.
Flesh from bone!
Heal cam.
Dispel boss.
Spell steal.
Collect loot.
Yep, that's the whole fight. Good job, guys.
Another will take my place. Your world is doomed.
Ooh, plans.
The loss of Wilfred
Okay,
Fizzlebank,
blacksmith, is that Crido?
while unfortunate,
Thanks, Twink.
should
Twink,
be a
gotcha.
lesson to those of
Make
you
us
who
roll.
practice
Make us
dabble in
roll.
dark magic.
I think
Alas,
Twink is
you are
the...
victorious.
Yeah.
I know.
Must face
All
the
right,
next
make sure you
challenge.
guys are on the right side of the room. You want to be on the Alliance side of the room. Don't be on the Horde side of the room.
Warriors of the Horde.
Alright, I'll do some loot now. Give me 1 second, guys.
The Alliance doesn't.
Make sure you, if you're a non-human player, you equip your PvP trinkets.
Everyone, calm down. Compose yourselves. There is no conspiracy at play here.
Can I go to the bank and get my PvP trinket because I fucking forgot it last
You
night?
can use Jeeves.
Oh
If you're an
yeah.
engineer, you can use Jeeves.
Does this fire still hurt? It does.
Okay, guys.
Jeez, everybody wants to
do you
flex
want me
their
to
Jeep.
do trophies first? Or do you want
Yeah,
me
if
to
you
do
want
loot
to.
first?
Trophies are the majority of them. Everybody stay on the right side so we can get some.
Let's just do trophies. They're all the
What's trophies?
same. I have 4 currently. So, if first Uncle Chicken, he's number 1. Second is Winter. Then Blue Timeouts. Bart. Let me know if you guys want them, just to make it easy for me. Uncle said he wants one. That's 1.
What are they for?
They're for
Your tier.
tier.
With badges.
Yeah.
Show them no mercy.
So, what we're gonna do here is, to make this easy on me, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go through the list. If you want one, just say, just say yes in chat. Uncle said he wanted one, I know that. Blue.
He's not in here.
Not
Okay,
even here.
timeouts. Okay, fart. Okay, damn.
Sure.
You want one? Okay. Crido.
No.
Mira.
No.
Twinkle.
Yes.
Okay, that's all 4. So then I'm gonna move these names down. It looks like Uncle. Timeouts wanted his. Damn wanted it. And Twinkle wanted it.
Because, I mean, that's pretty much the only way we're going to get it, right? Because we're on the bottom of the poo pile as far as getting
Pretty
gear
much.
otherwise.
Well, no, I mean, you know. So that's my 4 for the trophies. Alright, that's easy and done. And that's probably how I'm gonna do trophies, because there's just a shit ton of people on that list. Chord of the Teberist Mist.
Tenebra.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Perfect.
Holy cow! For once, Crido did not know the pronunciation.
Yeah, that's a weird word.
Alright, so
Tenebrous.
automatically me and Death are on the tops of the new list, so we will roll.
I mean, you're probably more important to get it, honestly.
It is my best, but you want it, so you go ahead and roll.
Yeah, it's
Go ahead and
better
roll.
for you, the healer, you know.
Go ahead and roll.
You're the healer here, you know. Wait,
Oh,
you
yeah,
roll?
Beat you to it.
If you want, it's your.
There you
you're
go.
at the top.
Congrats.
Okay, great. I want it fair and squarely. Now we can move on.
You're the healer. You're more important than me.
I don't think I'm more important than anybody here. We're all of value. Breastplate of the Cruel Intent. Yeah, Tsunami, I know you'd roll against me.
It's so good.
I know, it's so good. I was like, oh, I am top on the list, finally. One for Ashbjorn for Breast of Cruel Intent. Anyone else? Callie? Let me see. Anybody else? Going once. Going twice. So, to Callie. Grazie. Belt of the Ice Burrower.
One second.
Yep.
Yeah, give me a second to look.
Yep.
Restorative jammies #1. Cam. Holy
Yeah, no,
water.
it is. It's just for some reason, like on this list, it's called something else. It's binding. So I was a
Yes,
little
Blake.
thrown off.
I'm gonna go over CC assignments in just a second. Go ahead, Sin. So for CC assignments, please look at the sheet.
Can you tell me where the sheet is? I don't see it in
Raid
Strategy.
strategy channel and the pins.
It's the Old War one. It's added.
Yeah,
To
it's just updated to that bottom of the old war list.
But yeah, it's top of the list for me. So one.
So for pins, for in the pins, there is a assignment sheet for this fight specifically for crowd control. If you are assigned to crowd control until your target is dead, you are not casting any spells or anything else. That's your job, is to make sure they're crowd controlled. If you can do both, do both. But if you cannot, like let's say you can't sheep and DPS skull, don't DPS skull. Make sure sheep is running the full duration, and then you resheep at the end of the duration. Same for fears, same for banishes. But we are killing skull first. Mega, you're going to keep X hexed, and then after you're, hopefully by the time you're CC immune on him, we will be on your target anyways.
Okay.
So that's your job. Timeouts, you'll be on square. Just sit on square with mind numbing poison and stun it, interrupt it, slow it as best you can, do whatever you can, just PvP it. You're good at it.
Alright. Belt of Ice Burrower is going to Dam.
For
He put a 1, right?
Is that best for you? I mean, it's a big upgrade for me, but it's
I mean,
not my best.
it is the best.
No, take it then. I don't want it. Give it to him.
Gotcha.
Moon and
Symbol of
Triangle
Transgression.
are going to be Uncle and Tsunami. Uncle, you're starting on Moon. Tsunami, you're starting on Triangle. When they are immune, you will swap targets. So when Moon is immune to sheep and Triangle is immune to fear, the sheeps will swap to Triangle, and the fears will swap to Moon, and back and
Symbol's
forth until we
going to
get to
Death.
that target.
She's at the top of the list. Pride of the Eridar.
One second, please.
Yep.
Nope, not me.
Krydo, if you want it, man.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I can't afford the hit loss to swap out Cloak of the Makers at the moment, so I don't really know what to do with that.
Get your belch.
You want to take it? And feel free.
I
Pride
just
of the
got
Eridar,
Titan.
guys.
Yeah, I just
Give it-
got the Titan skin.
Yeah, give it to Asbjorn so he can take.
I'm going to
as-
start with Hunger and Cold. I'm going to open with Hunger and Cold aspect into it.
Are we talking about the Pride of the Eridar?
Yes.
Okay, are we good with that? Giving it to Ashbjorn then?
You don't need the stats to be beefy.
Okay.
So
Karis of the Colmation. What the fuck?
Calamitous.
Circle is going to
Calamitous.
start with Elmer. Diamond is going to be Wicked. Diamond is a little tricky because it can Shadow Step, so make sure you're paying attention to it. Wicked, you are going to start. You're going to start on Diamond, and then you can rotate banishes into Circle if you need to. They can be banished.
Anyone else for the thingy of thing and the chess piece?
Never mind, I'm swapping that. He can't be polymorphed. Wicked, just banish, just sit full time, and then I will assign a DK to Diamond. So
Anyone
Wicked,
else?
you're going to be on Circle full time. Rotate between fears and banishes.
Going to timeouts. Alright.
Elmer, you're going to be on Diamond for Sheeps, and then I will be slowing Diamond.
That's on loot,
Yeah.
guys.
Plagued, you're going to be on the Ret Paladin in the back. So I don't have a mark for him. Just fear him as best you can. And then Zord, your job is to keep Chains of Ice on the Ret Paladin. Outside of fears. Lutz has the Warrior full time. Callie, you're going to try to trap Star, and Credo, you're going to chain stun Star.
Star, okay. Chain stun's funny, but okay.
Just follow him around.
And stun him every 50 seconds?
No, you're going to be using Seal of
Justice. Yeah, that's right.
Make sure you guys, I'll be trying to, I literally will only be spamming Chains of Ice on Star and Diamond for the majority of this fight. So.
Make sure you use your stuns. Make sure we're dispelling them. Offensive dispelling.
Yeah, we got Tree. That's pretty cancer. So spell steal a lot because he'll just keep putting up pots.
Purge,
hero.
Target.
Can't you, whatever, banish the tree?
You
We
can.
will be CCing the tree. It will be third kill target because it can be feared and banished. But kill targets can be Skull, X, Circle, Moon, and then I will call from there where we need to go.
You can't fight Seal of Justice.
And we
Where
can
the hell is it?
AoE, right?
Yeah, you're not AoEing on this fight. You're just single targeting the kill order,
Yeah,
and you're running.
Like literally, AoE does nothing because of the buff they have. All AoE is reduced by 75.
So this entire fight is just if you want to stay at max range from your targets. If you see them running towards you and targeting you, like if you have any add-on that has any, like I have it in Z Pearl where you can see enemies targeting you. If you have any enemy targeting you, you want to kite them. You always want to run from them. So we're going to try to keep Earthbinds down. We want to keep we really can't keep Hunter Trap down, but definitely every Shaman Earthbind needs to be down. All three of them.
Are you going to do the whatever it is that freezes them in place to make a burn the trinket?
Yes, I will be pulling on that. And then Lutz will be pulling out Skull with a grip. We're going to hero on pull and blow up Skull as fast as possible.
Hey, Zord.
Yeah.
Can you grip? I'm gonna grip Skull once, and it'll be like kind of like in the middle. Can you grip him back further?
Yep.
We'll just do double grip and pull him way out.
Yeah, we definitely want Tremor. We want you don't actually need Tremor. Just run Earthbind and Cleansing.
You want the
please.
Warrior of Fear?
So Lutz is gonna hopefully be keeping the Warrior way out, and it's Vengeance.
Oh, okay.
You're not cleaving at all.
I'm gonna try.
Okay. I'll switch.
He does charge and do a bunch of annoying shit. Just if
So
you see the big torrent
Earthbind-
near you and he's whirlwinding, you need to move away from him. That's the biggest thing. Casters and healers especially. Like, you need to run away from these people. Make
So
sure
we
we
need to
have
stay moving.
frost on the ground at all times.
If it looks bad, we have at least 4 paladins. So you guys can bop people that are getting hit. You can hand to sacrifice people that are getting hit. You can freedom people to keep them from being slowed. But like you have to keep moving. That's this whole fight is just kiting the melee guys. If you kite the 4 melee people in this fight, there's like no damage that goes out.
This fight, like once you kill 1 and then 2, that's it. Like you get a couple kills down, like early, the fight's done.
Please, if you are not a designated CC target and you see a bunch of melee, like if you're a Shadow Priest and you see a bunch of melee like right on top of the healer that's right beside you, fear them. Just play the game.
Can do it too, right? We can do
Yeah.
AoE fear. Yeah.
Get them, give people breathing room and have them like function. That's it. Like if you want to root people as a boomkin, if you can root them, root them. I want Frozen on Star for starting, and then like after the first, if you can land a freezing trap on him, and then Credo's going to babysit him for a while. Credo, make sure you're not breaking the trap though. Let the trap run the full duration, and just use your hand abilities.
Is Skull being pulled out this direction?
We're gonna pull him way out. Yep, right out here where we are.
Cool. All right, thanks.
I don't know how this is going to go with his Hungry and Cold pull. I'm going to boot in and with some defensives up
You
and Hungry
said
and
we
Cold and
weren't
everything.
gonna do that before.
Yeah, well, I caved and I got I get the shitty spec for it.
Knew it.
All right, anybody have any questions?
Soul
I have a
stones.
question.
Yes.
Could I change my Sacred Shield macro to a certain specific person?
Not me.
No.
Well, it used to be you, Lutz, so I don't know who it should be now.
I would just pick one of the healers. Just any of the healers, honestly.
Okay.
Probably one of the priests, and
Yeah,
then
do
let the holy paladins keep their sacred shield on themselves, because you're not going to have time to change it. They're going to swap targets very quickly, and if everybody's not paying attention, and you're like in your melee, let's say you're timeouts, and you're standing in melee, DPSing something, like your target's dead, and you're DPSing, and then all of the melee turn to you, which they will do. You have to be ready for that. Like, you have to be able to pop your defensive and start running from them, because they will all hit you at the same time and kill you. Like, you'll die instantly. And that's how this fight goes.
I will Sacred Shield Mira with the hope that someday she sends me some baked goods or jars of
Do I have your No, actually, this week is not the week to ask me. I'm really low on iron and I can't string two thoughts together. So
Anyway.
I'll ask about the address
Cartoons
next week when I can
Yeah,
think
as soon
worth
as
a
he's
damn.
back on and Wicked's ready, we're gonna give this a shot.
Soul stones.
Soulstone druids, please, and then
I got
same
Breeze.
assignments. Same assignments. Same 2 druids and Mira, please.
Nice.
I'm ready.
So, Kimes, will my Hand of Freedom do the same thing as Will to Survival to break people out?
And no. Hand of Freedom is only as slow unless you're spec'd into it in ret. And I'm pretty sure you're not that deep into the ret tree to spec into it.
Quick question
Mine
while
just
we're
says places a hand on a friendly target, granting immunity to movement, but it won't release them.
No, it won't release them. And it won't stop stuns. It's only movement
It's just
abilities, like
slows.
slows. What, Twink? What did you need?
I was gonna ask, are we gonna try to do Coralon? Does he drop?
He's not up until next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coralon.
VOA.
Oh, yeah.
All right, check flasks. Duranis, Far 2, Wapali Sin, Asbjorn need flask. Other than that, buffs look good.
Got it.
Just remember, kite as much as you can. Stick to your targets. DKs, I don't care if you do no damage. Just make sure you're keeping chains of ice rolling on the melee people.
And get those healers dead.
Yep.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Is immune?
I think he just
Nope, he's still
See if
immune.
you can. Yeah, he got bubbled. Get away from the warrior. He's whirlwinding. Uncle, run. I can't CC him. Dispel. They all got hero.
Triangle's immune, Uncle.
I'm dead. For
I'm gonna go
circle.
for Moon.
Yeah, we
Freeze
lost a lot
run.
of our CC instantly.
Mirror run.
Shout Tsunami. Our paladins up.
Yeah,
All right, let's wipe this up. We lost like all of our CC instantly.
Did I mention that I'm really bad at PvP?
Can we grip first, then do it?
Yeah, that's fine. If you guys want to grip on timer, I'm gonna boot in
Yeah.
and
Okay, let's
do
that.
Tree.
Because I think that CC trinket makes them immune for a few seconds.
Yeah, it looks like it did, yeah.
Is it the mage that's spell locking?
Yes.
Probably.
Maybe.
'Cause I was like getting chain spell locked. So.
Yeah, all of our CC died like almost instantly.
I had him feared the whole time, so I don't know. I didn't
the Death
die.
Knight could have also been interrupting you a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might
saw the
strangulate.
I saw the mage trying to cast. He was trying to polymorph people.
We need to get away from that side, right?
Yep, stay by
Yeah.
the alliance side, right side, as you come in.
Yeah, just be quick. Watch out for this stuff, because Like Plague died in 3 seconds to just one mob on him. So
Yeah,
it's,
Rip Pally walked over and smacked me twice. I was dead.
Yeah, I try to stay. I'll keep him chained as once I get onto him. But I'll run around for the first few seconds until I get positioned. Yeah, and dispel it. If you see his wings, you can probably spell steal.
if you are a shaman, DPS shaman or a mage, and you aren't actively CCing something, please spam purges on things. That's more important. You're going to do more damage overall than.
I was purging the shit out of that shaman. It's just, that's pretty much all I was being able to do was purge.
And that's fine. Like at the opener, once we kill one of the healers, it get a lot easier. But yeah, I think a lot of that was also we kind of just had all of our CCs die instantly, and then I know the tree was just like hanging out the whole time, spamming hots and stuff. So.
Oh yeah.
Do we have Mortal Strike up?
You
A version of
should.
it?
Callie should be putting aim shot up on Skull after he gets his trap off, since it's like a 30-second trap cooldown.
Their heals are nuts though. Like that renews like 80k attacks.
Yeah, it's really bad. So just make sure you're constantly
Why can't I do 80k per renew? What the heck?
You're not a champ.
God damn it.
Well, if you had like 3 million health,
All right.
you might be able to pull that off.
Can you start out sapping them, or are they immune to sap?
we don't really want to start off sapping them.
5,
But
4,
let's get grips out first.
3, 2, 1.
That was better.
Whirlwinding, get away from the warrior. Whirlwind ends in 2, 1.
Mage is gonna be immune soon. Mage is immune, uncle. Triangle. If you
Watch
can
out,
keep triangle.
Everybody should be on Skull right now.
Let me know when you need him.
Slow traps in the middle for us.
Breathe, get up timeouts, please.
Moon's immune to fear. If anyone can CC it. I'm gonna banish the tree. I'll just keep doing it. It's immune to banish.
Righto, can I get freedom from you?
Ratgar is down.
No.
Switch to X.
I'm gonna try to fear the tree. It's immune now.
Careful, chicken.
It wasn't immune. It was basically there was a tremor totem down.
Asbjorn, can I get your hand of freedom, please?
I'm back on the mage.
Careful.
Mage is immune to fear.
He's whirlwinding.
Whirlwind.
Bop, wicked.
That's how you doing the mana.
We're all good, I think.
Rogues on wicked as well.
Tree Spanish.
Trying to get to him. Okay, I CC'd him for 5 seconds. No,
After X dies, switch to Skull, circle. Everybody circle. Path, get up wicked.
Careful, plague. The warrior can whirlwind soon. Be careful.
Circle immune.
Where were we on?
Everyone's on circle.
He was immune
Careful,
for a
wicked.
second.
After circle, you're going to moon.
Move death. Run.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Okay, wicked.
Let me get a.
keep spam purging on circle.
Do you want me up?
Yeah, go ahead and pop.
Nope, that didn't work.
He charged.
Whirlwind, run Goth.
Yep, you did.
Oh, what the
Bob
Turtle's
Goth.
dead.
Bob Goth.
Oh,
To
Drew's
moon.
dead.
Where are we going?
It's on
Moon.
Plague. Plague has got 2. He's got the Rogue.
Everybody's on moon. Crido DSAC, please.
Going.
Need heals on Plague. Anything giving you freedom in?
I just hexed Plague, or hexed the warrior.
Any bop on plague
3
would
on
be
Plague.
good right now.
Runs on cooldown.
Run
Thank
breathe.
you. Asbone, you may have the bubble. After moon, we're going to diamonds.
Pop it down.
Interrupt, guys. Interrupt. Be interrupting.
We lost Goth.
Isn't it? It's a diamond.
It's on
Yep,
Bob.
everybody on
Bob
diamond.
Naja. No, never.
Diamond.
Keep CC's up.
I'm dead.
Run Harry.
Whirlwind.
There's at least 2 on Harry right now. Far 2, run or get a Baba.
The rogue just started shitting on people.
Yeah, he's going to. Most of our healers are dead. We need to be a little bit better on circle. Other than that, we were fine. We don't have enough up to do this, so let's wipe this up. It's a good pull there to start.
I think I'm too close.
Nice job on CCs though, guys. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to go first couple pulls. Just make sure, like, if you're not able to CC something, try to interrupt it as best you can. And if you don't have an interrupt, obviously just switch to the kill target. But yes, circle was up for a very long time, so make sure we're keeping purges on that. DKs, if you have an available strangulate for circle when we switch to it,
Here, I'm getting you.
it helps a lot being able to silence them for a long time.
And when shit's coming after you, don't wait to move.
I mean, I had him constantly purged, so I'm not sure what was going on with that.
Let's make sure all of the priests are trying to use Psychic Scream too on cooldown. I am at least trying to for like some of the ads that are chasing people. I managed to do 13 over the course of that fight, and that was just, you know,
I was just spelling.
yeah, just do it whenever you like it comes off cooldown. If you're standing next to something, just blow it.
Mega, after we switch to X as the kill target, Hex star, please.
Okay. Remember, it's 45-second cooldown.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm just gonna keep a frost trap down like right in the middle of the room, so the one in the middle of the room is always a friendly one.
Yeah, and if you get if you are targeted by one of the melee, whether it's
Damn.
warrior or whatever, run it to the outside.
Stop.
Oops,
Should
sorry.
I be running concentration aura?
Probably would help.
Is it possible, like, for, like, Shackle Undead, does that work on the Undead mobs?
No, there aren't any dead mobs.
I thought there was an Undead Priest.
They're humanoid.
Undead.
Oh, okay, see, that's janky, because they're technically undead, right? That should work. That should work.
A druid, an elemental.
Technically, they're the
Death Knight.
They're the Forsaken?
Yeah, the Forsaken. They're not the same thing.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Are you?
Are
hurricanes
they
the druids or
dead?
anything?
They're
Pish
dead.
posh.
They're the undead.
See, the tree's an elemental,
That's their
though.
race.
Yeah,
That's
that's
weird because in PvP they are.
That's why we can banish it.
So if you get a druids, if you see like a star, primarily star or diamond, just like running around free without chains on it, just cyclone it. And give anybody any time to breathe is fine. Hi, this is for Paul. All right, remember grips at the start. You can pre-pot on this fight. It's very helpful.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Didn't work the second one. Shout timeouts. Reptiles.
Whirlwind. Get away from the warrior. Run timeout. Move goth.
Any CC on X right now, please?
Pop wicket.
Cyclone.
I don't have one.
Pop wicket.
Got a
Pop
feral.
wicket.
Breathes, get up, Elmer.
Dispel boss.
X.
Everybody on X. Keep CCs on circle, please. Path, get up, Sin.
Run chicken. Pop chicken. He's whirlwind. I can't stop him yet.
Circle after X. Everybody switch to circle. It's on the other side of the room.
If you gotta run from something,
Careful, plagued.
try to make the suggestion to run through the raid.
Run, Mira.
Yeah.
Star does not thank you for fear. Pop Goth, please. Moon next.
Run goth.
Oh, Jesus Christ, they targeted me so hard.
Your heals are
Coming
that
up.
hard.
After Moon, we're going to Square since we don't have interrupts on him.
Shot path, reptiles. Reptile is.
You want me yank?
Yes, please. Spot buffs on him before he dies again.
I have the square on me.
Everybody switch to Square. Remember to still kite.
Careful, Mira.
No.
Pop me.
Make him into bop on Mega, please.
Four on him.
Cooldown.
You want me up?
Yes, please.
I am hemming.
After square, we're going to triangle.
There's 4 of them on me. This is so scary.
Oh, they're near me. Oh my god.
Death.
They hated me.
I could have bopped you. You
Run,
just
Mira.
gotta.
He's whirling and can't CC him.
Triangle next.
That's literally what happened to me, Tsunami. All of them.
No, I meant
Keep
like.
together. Keep your CCs up if you can. If you are one of the original CC targets and your CC's dead, sheep one of the random melee.
He has 3 people on my.
Death is gonna die. They got 3 on her. Run, Death.
Gonna pop on
I'm
death.
trying to run. You will love that.
Dispel
I get
boss.
silenced every time you call for bop. It's really fucking weird.
We have one bopper again, still on her.
Who we on next?
Triangle. After triangle, you're going to be on diamond.
Bunsen.
Green triangle, squishy.
Someone scare beast is cat.
Can we get an innervate on mirror if we have one available?
Which one are we on now?
Diamond.
Where are we on?
Triple pass.
Everybody switch to diamond. As much CC as
And
possible.
the
because we're
rogue
gonna
got
shadow
me.
step.
Rogues are cunts.
Stuns and slows, everything you can. If it's on you and you're in melee, please use a defensive.
We got any kind of mana regeneration. That'd be great.
I got
Who is
3
holler?
seconds on mine.
Cam.
La Cam.
Should kill that cat. Run away from the whirlwind. Can we get a DSAC?
Yeah, Kryto, go ahead. That's
Going.
good. That's good.
Root spheres,
Here.
guys. Still got them.
Yeah, that cat only has 250,000 life.
Alright, start DPSing the cat.
Yeah, you can dot up the cat.
Death mana him if you have it.
3 minutes.
Okay.
It's kind of fucked up. You
Oof.
want to kill the cat leads.
Only puts. Never mind.
Dispel boss.
All right,
Finish
finished
off diamonds. After diamond, we're gonna go star.
Ooh, they are mad at me.
You know, I tried to get away from that guy, and then you fucking put him on top of me. Really?
He's not even targeting you.
Action you only get tonight.
We're on star. After star, we're going to the new X targets. Just remember melee, if they're targeting you, just kite them.
Careful breath.
What I was doing, and he shadow
Blade
stepped
storming,
and killed me.
following breath. Bop breath. Runs in.
1 minute I get him if anybody needs it.
Sin, can you DSAC?
Well, I can if you.
Save yours for the next whirlwind.
All right, everybody on X.
My DSAC's available again.
Save it.
So you know.
I like this fight.
I do too, actually.
It's just a leisurely 37-minute fight.
They
Grand
were.
Right?
It's controlled chaos.
I like PvPing though.
At least we don't have to do it again this week.
I'm doing 10 man.
Well. Tonight,
All right.
how about that? All right.
And on to the ret. Nice job. Holding us together, guys.
I'm hemming.
So the rogue shadow stepped and killed me. Is there any way to avoid that?
No.
No, just gotta keep
I got-
crowd controlled until we're on him.
No, we were on him. We were on him and we're killing him, and so he targeted me, and I just started kiting him, and he shadow stepped and fucked me up.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can disarm him.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty sure I had like 6 of them chase me around for a good 6 to 8 seconds before they just nuked me.
I got you guys.
I
Just remember,
survived
if you
hella
guys
long.
need mana, holler for it because that innervate is 3 minutes and this fight lasts
You're
so long. I can
next.
do it several times.
Great warriors
Yeah.
have lost their lives.
Where's our
Only a
loot at?
9-minute and
Oh,
50
it's in
second
this
fight.
box that matches the ground.
Yeah, that would have been
Not too
3
long.
What's in the box?
Just
Just
a
a
stinger.
stinger.
Oh shit.
Mmm. Nice. 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 Want me to do this loot or do you want me to wait?
Thank you, Nash.
I'm gonna everybody move towards the entrance. I'm gonna go ahead and start up the next RP.
How many dispels did we do?
So hold off on that loot until after I go over this at least. So we're gonna have 4 soakers. The 4 soakers are gonna be Callie, Uncle, and Tsunami currently. Actually, no. Callie,
my help,
Uncle, and Fartu.
What's up?
You're gonna be soaking white balls.
White balls, you got it. Am I trying to keep them from the group or?
Yes. So
Yeah, you're
you're
Got
gonna be right here. Your job is the area between the dark and white portals.
Gotcha.
Callie, you're on the opposite side. You're gonna be on the wall over here. Uncle, you're gonna be on the actually, let's put Callie over here in the big open area so there's more. You can move more. You're gonna be in this side. And then Uncle, you're gonna be on the wall. And Tsunami, you're gonna be up against this little area.
Okay,
Like
I'll see
between
it
the
in a
wall.
second.
I'm gonna put a smoke flare down for you for when you come back in. So you guys are always gonna be sitting on white. Tsunami, you're going to have to put your portal down over by the dark portal thing right now.
Okay.
And then when she casts the dark AoE, you want to take the portal and click the dark portal and then run back to get the white. Like, that's all you have to do doing that. So Krydo, you're going to be taking white, the light essence here, and you're going to be tanking Darkbane. I'm going to be taking Dark Portal, and I'm going to be tanking Lightbane. You're going to tank them pretty much right where you're standing, Krydo. You're going to pull Skull over to right there and tank right there. Cool. So the way this fight works, it's really simple. Everyone is going to stay kind of in melee range. As like you're all going to take white if you weren't, or I mean dark if you weren't assigned a white portal. So like take a look at where the white people are standing here.
Harry, Mira.
Everybody else should be, other
Wicked.
than Tsunami, everybody else should go ahead and click the Dark Essence portal over here. The Dark Essence.
Wait,
So you
wait.
have a purple.
Twinkle.
The name
Yeah,
Sin
that's
is
good enough,
calling. Where
Goth.
do you want us?
You're gonna click this Dark Essence portal to make sure you got a Dark Essence.
Hakeem, I'd stay light essence
The
and
whole
just
time.
heal through dark damage,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
During the AoE, you'll pop a cooldown, and that's it.
Okay.
If you don't have a purple circle under your feet, you need to go click it.
Tsunami, you're just grabbing a white circle.
Put
And
my
you're going to
portal?
be... You want to put the portal over on this side, where this Dark Essence portal is, where the other portal
Where
is.
this other portal?
Where am I going?
Go click on the little purple portal.
Now, everybody wants to be in melee range of the boss, like rather close to them, so that the goalies can soak the balls. They're going to be
Do I-
soaking white balls.
Do I want to be white or black?
You're going to be white. And then during the white or the black AoE, you're going to switch to black.
Gotcha.
So the way this fight works is like they will cycle through special abilities. You do more damage to the opposite color. So if you are on, like if you're, since most of us are dark, you want to be targeting X because you're going to do extra damage to X. If you look at your debuff, you'll do decreased damage to dark targets and increased damage to light targets. So you want to be attacking X. If you are one of the white soakers, you want to be attacking Skull. Now, depending on what they do, each one of them does a pulsing AoE. So if Skull does pulsing AoE, everybody is going to be okay. Shadow Priest can disperse. So that would be far 2, you would disperse. Kala, you deterrence. Uncle, you dice block. Tsunami, you just teleport and click the thing. And that would be it. Like that's, and then after you're done, Tsunami, you would just, after you click the Dark Essence, you're just going to walk right back over to the Light Essence and retake it. Because by the time you walk back over, she'll be done with her channel.
Okay.
If Skull puts up a shield on itself, everybody's going to click the white portal, and we're going to hero and burn the Skull and interrupt the boss, and then everybody's going to stop what they're doing after the interrupt happens and walk back over and take Dark Essence.
Including the soakers?
No, the soakers will always stay white unless it's just you swapping for.
We're just dealing with it then.
Okay.
So yeah, you're just going to use like the one AoE you're going to use a defensive for. Now the X does the same ability. X does a pulsing AoE for light damage. When she starts pulsing AoE, everybody should be in melee range of the white portal. You're going to click the white portal so that you'll take less damage from the AoE, and then after you finish taking damage, you'll go back and take your essence, and then go back to the boss that you're supposed to be on. For when X puts a shield on herself, you'll already have Dark Essence to burn through the shield, and you'll just burn through the shield and interrupt and just keep going. And that's the whole fight. There's 2 times that you'll swap, and that's if there's a dark shield or if there's a light AoE. And then after you swap, you'll swap right back to where you were.
And everything will be called out, so just listen and do what's being asked of you. Don't tunnel.
Yeah. It's really simple. This is a really simple fight. Don't really worry about the damage buff that you get from the balls. Like, nobody actually gives a shit. We're going to do enough damage to beat any problems as long as we do target swaps correctly. Can we get a new int buff out, please? Other than that, this is almost as easy as Jiraxis. It's just getting the not really RNG, but the order of the abilities is random. So
Are we tanking by X?
we are tanking by the white portal over on the left.
As white auras?
Circle is a tank. We're taking here.
If I see white balls, I just run at them, right?
Yeah, in your quadrant. So
Don't
between
hit the black ones.
between the wall here, like where I'm standing, Tsunami, you'll just like run back and forth and hit balls.
Gotcha.
So
Anybody
we
have any
all
questions?
starting on X?
If you are a Dark Essence DPS, you are starting on X. Since the majority of you are Dark Essence, please do your tricks into me. If you are one of the Soakers, you will start on Skull. There is a pulsing AoE that you guys have to heal, but as long as people aren't getting hit with balls, it's not a ton of pulsing AoE. So, can we get? Is it fire damage loots the light
Yeah,
damage?
it's fire and shadow.
All right. So can one of the paladins run shadow resist and the other one run fire? I don't care which one.
We're not supposed to run shadow resist.
We have shadow protection. I
We
think
are
don't stack,
100%
right?
going to run shadow resist because I don't care about the damage stacking.
Yeah.
So one run shadow resist and one run fire, please.
I'm running shadow.
Do I need
I
to
got
run
fire.
fire totem?
No, he's got it. So when the shadow pulse is going on, shadow R master will happen, and when the fire pulse is going on, the fire R master will happen. For the first pulsing AoE, Kryto, you're going to desack, and for the second one, Aspen, you'll desack.
Okay.
All right. Any questions on how this fight
All
works?
the dark are stacking as one to get the balls that hit us.
Yes.
We're gonna be one big happy family.
You're all going to be stacked pretty much underneath the boss the whole time, DPSing until your correct targets.
Just letting those balls hit you in the face.
You're gonna feel like Twink on his
face.
last steak.
We want to
right,
probably stack a little bit tighter here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna
please
hug
stack
for
tighter.
love.
All right, timer's out. Let's get a quick look at this.
5, 4, 3,
Go ahead and pre-pot.
2.
In the name of our Dark Master, for the Lich King, you will die.
First special ability soon. Sin VSAC. That is white wall it is.
Let the dark consume you.
Everybody stay dark. Sin arm mastery. Trido DSAC. Alright.
Is it okay to drop mail elemental?
Yes. Next special soon. You ready to swap if you need to? Click light. Everybody click light.
Should we swap to Dark Bane? You attack?
Asper and DSAC. Go ahead and take your aunts if you can.
Also, remember when you click light, dodge the balls.
Yeah.
Because they'll just kill you.
Alright, let's wipe this up.
Oh, that's gonna be not
Yeah, it's
fun. Like, what the
That was
fuck?
a
There's
ton
a
of
shit ton of balls.
There's a lot of balls.
So during the light vortex, you don't have to DPS. You just have to click the light and dodge.
What the fuck? Oh my lord.
Dodge the balls for your life.
And
If you
those
can
that's the
dodge
only
rent,
dangerous parts of the fight are those two AoEs that just happen back to back. So other than that, we were on pace.
Kind of missed the part of just dodging and.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That
don't
was
think
going
I
well.
got the memo
That's all right.
for that
I
one
should
either.
have explained it to you a little bit better. But for first pull, that was fine.
That was healing intensive.
Yeah, it really was. I think maybe we should, which, Shadow Priests are out again? Is it just Fart?
It's just far too, yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna call for Death's, him at some point, and same for Mira
Yes,
and
time
myself. So I'll be trying to time those.
Do you want me
After
to
you
use?
swap to light, you're going to finish the mechanic and then go back to dark.
Do you want me to use Divine Him too to help the heals out? That's like an AoE heal. It's
I'll
not
let
great,
you know
but
if it's needed, but for now, just we'll take your mana him.
okay.
The sooner the fight ends, the better.
Yeah.
So, Kimes, you're going to tell us when to go back and click the dark portal again?
Immediately after
So
that,
when,
right?
when she stops, so what you want to do is when she starts casting the light vortex, you're going to click light so that you don't take damage, and then you're going to start heading over to the other one. Healers, you're just going to spread out a bit and plant and heal through it. But like everybody else, like your job is to click it, start the trek over to the dark essence.
So
and
we
then
don't
come back.
change colors, we just heal through it.
No,
No, we
healers, you
change
will definitely be
colors.
changing colors.
So like, what he means is whenever it swaps, we're gonna click this, and then while instead of DPSing, we're just gonna dodge the dark balls while we move over here. But we have to stop and heal as healers because there's gonna be damage. But we want to swap back
DPS,
to
your
dark.
job is to just swap during the light vortex, swap to light, and then go back over. And then as soon as the light vortex is over with, like you see the pulsing timer or your Thames or whatever done, you can just click dark and come back and start DPSing X again. Fredo, Goth, Zord, Twink need to eat. And Wyapally needs an int buff.
Yeah, you could eat a cookie while you're on your trek over to change your buff essence back to help healers.
Light Surge sucks. 4,500 a pulse.
It's a
Yeah,
ridiculous
she
amount
only
of healing.
pulses for like 6 seconds or something though, so it's not too bad. It's just if you're getting hit with that and then you hit a ball, you're going to take a lot of damage.
And what happened to the pull there?
What?
It seemed like we pulled it early.
I might have got a little too close. I don't know.
Okay.
You good, Mega?
Yeah.
All right, give it another shot.
5, 4, 3,
Three
2,
pot.
1.
In the name of our Dark Master, for the Lich King, you will die.
Stun.
First special, just stay on the boss. That was not the time hero.
You said the first.
Dark one. Should be alright though, it's not a big deal. Next special soon. Be ready for it. Stay Dark Vortex. Right, ODC. We will get far 2 up in a second. Path, get up far
Sorry.
2.
Death, go ahead.
LUA popped up.
Him?
Spot buffs on
Got
far
it.
2, please. Make sure you re-click the portal far 2. I don't know if you need another. light
Done.
one.
Thank you.
Sin, go ahead and desack. Breathes, get up, Uncle. Spot buffs on Uncle, please. Next special, we are going to have to swap for this special. Swap. Go ahead and swap back.
Click, click.
Start going over to swap back. Health stones.
I think people swap too early.
Yeah. I think
Yep.
that happened for sure.
Yeah, you said swap and she hadn't even started pulsing yet.
And I thought I clicked on the pot, but there's too many people on it. I clicked on a person.
You have been measured.
Yeah, that threw me off. I clicked it even myself. And I'm like, I know you have to wait for it to pulse, but my brain, he was like, click, oh, it goes in.
Mm-hmm. Mine too.
Oh, I wasn't even
Some people
thinking.
just didn't
Exactly,
click.
exactly.
I
Like,
heard
my
click
brain,
and
right, yeah.
Click and
My
I did
brain,
it.
my
I live.
brain
A lot of the deaths where people just didn't click.
Yeah, because I clicked and I didn't die. I don't know.
I clicked. I just hit a person and didn't realize it. I went to run over to get the other buff back.
Yeah, if you should only be taking like 4,000 damage from the pulsing AoE. Some people were taking like 12,000 damage from the pulsing AoE. So make sure, like, when she does that, you guys click the light vortex before you head over to the Dark Essence portal. For that vortex that we're swapping, if you aren't one of the soakers, you can also use a random defensive to stay alive through it, like AMS or Cloak or Shamanistic Rage or whatever you got, like Bubble.
That was close though. Like we were like 34%. So.
Yep, you just have to deal with the 4 special abilities one time each, and that's how DPS, like how quickly the bosses die, even without min-maxing the damage buff. So.
Let the games begin.
Where'd it go?
It happens, time moves. We're learning.
We're supposed to be on.
Everybody should be on X, Lightbane, as your primary target.
Okay.
except for light people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you
white
know,
people should be on skull.
Good.
Plague eat. Still a feast down for you.
So I notice sometimes as light, I'll get the ticking dark debuff, and I don't get hit by anything. What triggers that?
She just puts it on random
Yeah.
people sometimes.
Okay, so it's just I
Just a
can't do
healing
anything
mechanic.
about it.
How many people do we have soaking? Is it just 4?
Four.
Can we put markers on them? So I like my brain, because they're not marked as tanks. It's like I feel like they're just part of the raid. You know what I mean? I see them losing health, but then my brain is like,
There you
I
go,
want
they're
to give
marked.
them special attention. Thank you.
We shouldn't. I don't think we should be taking any extra damage if we do it right.
I noticed a little bit,
A little bit.
but I just want to make sure you guys don't die, because I like, yeah.
It's
Fine.
embarrassing.
If we get hit by black
Three,
balls, it hurts.
2, 1.
In the name of our Dark Master, for the Lich King, you will die.
Damn, DSAC. First special soon. Path, get a bunker. Stay on shield. Stop up some uncle, please. Next special soon. Stay dark. Krydo DSAC.
Going.
Alright, for the next 2, we're gonna have to swap. Be prepped for that. Sin DSAC.
Seth, let's get your hymn.
Special soon.
Change target.
Swap to light. Swap to skull. Hero. DPS skull. Watch balls.
In measure, and found wanting.
Swap back to dark.
And then back on X.
Hellstones. I was stacked for balls. I don't want to stay.
Thanks. Hellstone?
Remember your Hellstones, guys. Cam, pop if you can.
Mirror him when you can.
Damn DSAC.
Doing it now.
Switch to light.
For balls?
Switch to light. Make sure you're switching to light or you're gonna die.
Dodge balls.
God damn it, I clicked on it.
Switch back to dark. Just keep going.
Oh,
Never mind.
There's
we got
not
two more.
enough left.
Yeah, let's wipe it up. You know, a lot of people not like. I saw a lot of people not swapping.
It was closer.
Yeah,
Well,
we're good. We're close.
there is the same problem that Payne mentioned earlier. I'm trying, and there are so many people in my way, I can't click it. So the exact same thing that happened to Payne last time happened to me this time.
Yeah,
I'm betting
stand away from
probably
the
happened
portal.
to Camp
Yeah, you
too.
can click the portal from quite a distance away. Like you don't have to be right underneath it, guys.
Do they
now I
share
have
a
a
health
question. Now
pool?
I have a question.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they have the same health pool.
Why
In
did
a-
we? Can I
in a
ask a
s-
question?
I was also gonna ask a question. If we get both dark in like the first 2 times and we swap to light, why do we have to swap back to dark and then just swap back to light?
Because of all the balls.
Yep.
Oh well,
Light
if like
soakers are
if
still
we both,
soaking light balls.
I
You
was
could
gonna
have the soakers
say
swap,
yeah. I was gonna say if we get dark twice, wouldn't it be maybe easier for I don't know. I just thought maybe I'm wrong, but
You could have soakers do it. The only thing is, like, soakers are so keyed on the one ball the whole time, you know.
yeah. Okay. All right. Dorenis, you can ask your question now.
You had to switch to light, yet I died to darkness.
Yeah, my first deaths, I walked next to somebody when they popped a white ball and it killed me.
No, I'm
Well,
talking
I
about.
died to Unleash Dark that I think I hit as soon as I hit the white portal. I got hit by dark balls. Is that what you're seeing?
Yeah, that
on
happens.
yours?
Yeah, I was looking at. Yeah, I get hit by
Yeah.
Dark Surge for 3,600, and then I got hit by Unleashed Dark for 9K.
Yeah, so the light surge and dark surge are their random pulsing AoEs that you can't avoid damage from. But that is one of the balls hit the group.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out. Wait, I was like, wait, what?
That's why it's important. Like once you get it, it doesn't matter which portal you go to at that point. So like if you want to go to the far portal, you can go to the far portal, like on the other side of the room. You don't have to go to the first one. Just make sure you guys are spread out. Like click, especially during light vortex when there's the pulsing damage and not the dark shield. You can go to either portal and get your essence. Like you're not stuck. Just make sure you're dodging balls. Don't focus DPS during that phase. Like get your light essence, and then healers you can spread out a bit so that there's less chance of the balls hitting you. And then everybody else, like pick one of the 2 portals and like go. You can go to the middle of the room and then go to your portal, but just spread out and get to the dark essence, take it, and come back.
If you guys stand right where Circle is right now, you can reach Light Essence from there without issue.
If you stand where Moon is, you can reach it.
Yeah, right now
you can
where
reach it far.
where Lutz is, it's like 10 yards almost. Feels like 8 yards, something like that. Because it's to the very edge of the portal, so.
Check flasks and druid buff, please. You good, Goth?
Do you think the shadow protection potion will last long enough to be useful?
No.
No. It's going to get instantly taken off from the shadow pulsing ticks. It's not worth it. Just waiting on Goth.
How many bosses are left?
This and one more.
This and the hard one.
Pretty much.
Sorry, I had to pee.
All right, get your essence.
Okay.
All right, timer's going out.
Remember to use the health stone.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In the name of our Dark Master, for the Lich King, you will die.
HP shot, please.
Oh. All the pets are in the thing.
Yeah. And the wings are also annoying.
Damn, DSAC.
But if you move your camera, you can find a spot where you can
aim for the
Change
top of the
target.
portal. Switch. Hero. Everybody's on skull. Still a lot of dark essences in this pile. Switch back to dark. Watch balls when you go. Remember your health stones.
I just lacked out.
Path, get up far too.
Make sure you're back on light bane.
Let's just wipe this up. We've got a healer dead and no battle rest for him.
Sorry, I don't know why.
Thank you for the I'll pick up Goth after this.
That's okay. It's easier to run back in.
I was already on it.
That's okay.
I'm wondering if we should just move half the healers at once, because I think what's happening
Well, that's
is
what I
we're
was
all
sitting there
running, we're
thinking.
not
Like
able to
healers,
heal, go on the run.
healers need to just stay back and just let one at a time go.
But
No, just the healers need to stay back and let one at a time go, because that's.
I mean,
right
realistically,
there.
you guys should be able to do both. Like, you should be able to move a few feet and cast a heal, and then move a few feet and cast a heal. Like, you shouldn't have to just stop and run 15 seconds to get to where you need to go and come back.
it's not even
How long do we have to
that
switch?
long of a distance either.
You've got like
because
30 seconds to switch.
because,
As long as you're
like,
not getting hit with
Okay.
balls.
we start here, right? And then the portal, you can basically click it. Once you get to like about here, you could reach it and click it.
And, like-
it's really not that. It's
If
a
you
long
guys
click.
if you guys are wondering how far away, just when the portals come up, just mouse over it and you can see like your little widget, your little gear will go from gray to gold. And it's a
Also,
fairly large range.
paladins, like our holy paladins don't need to swap ever. Like, when light vortex is going on, you can just bubble through the entire light vortex damage, and you don't have to switch to light on the dark vortex to DPS. Like, healers on the dark vortex, you don't like, or the dark shield, you don't have any reason to swap. You can just stay
Well,
because you're not
Well,
doing
so
anything.
bubbles long enough.
you should have said something, man. Oh my god.
All
Okay,
I hear is
so-
switch.
Alright,
so.
listen. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Now here's what we're
Yeah.
doing. Okay, here's what we're doing. Healers, for the light vortex, every healer except the paladins are gonna swap for, like, because the paladins can bubble the light vortex. The other healers are gonna swap. The other light ability, healers are no longer gonna swap, because it's just, that's for damaging the boss. So we're not gonna swap for that one. We're gonna stay still and just heal. We're only swapping to light essence for light vortex. Except if you're a holy paladin. If you are a holy paladin, you will be bubbling yourself during light vortex. Their other healers are gonna move to get their dark essence back. Does that make sense?
Sin for two tsunami. Eat
For
the
my
food.
healers, does that make sense? We're good? That should help with healing.
And soakers, like, if you have to just not do any DPS to soak, just soak. Prioritize soaking over your damage. I know you guys aren't optimal classes for it, other than like Far2 and Cali, but just try to just prioritize soaking.
Times if your brain works fast enough to, like, say it just on light vortex, say everyone swap, on the other one just say DPS swap, so that we, like, it, you know, sometimes when you're healing, your brain doesn't register
good,
what's
Timeout?
going on. You're just tunnel vision, you know.
Stress eating.
All right, timer's going out.
You don't have your buff kind.
Did you say you're stress eating?
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In the name of our Dark Master, for the Lich King, you will die.
How does that a white ball collide with the black ball and change course?
Path, get up, Callie. Damn defect.
Change target.
DPS swap. Hero. We haven't already.
It's a bit late.
Yeah, my thing. I was soaking balls for Callie. Let's keep going.
At least it was first one.
Breeds, get up part 2.
Someone touched a black ball near me. You gotta watch that.
Spot buffs on Callie and part 2, please.
Steph, give us your hymn.
Alright.
DPS stay on X. Cindy sec.
One just went through me.
You like it?
Be thicker.
Light vortex. Swap to light if you need to. Paladins bubble through it.
Yep.
Been measured and found wanting.
Switch back. Then swap back.
Yeah, I'm dead.
You have been measured and found wanting.
Don't need a him or an innervate on camp.
No, let's just go and wipe this up. We got a bunch of dead. No more battle reserve over them. Let me see what's going.
I had at least one ball just go right through me and hit you guys.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I mistook. I thought earlier you called for people to switch, so I thought that was when I was to burn my bubble and
you're
I burned
only-
it. It wasn't ready.
No, you're only gonna, we're gonna stay dark as healers the entire fight, except for, you're gonna stay dark the entire fight, damn. And then when Light Vortex comes out, you're gonna bubble that. You insane.
Yeah, I understand that. I just thought it got called for previously.
Yeah, if he will call for it, but you're gonna ignore that call, because you will never be swapping to light for the entire fight.
What are we
The only
hearing?
healers that are gonna do that
We're
is me,
hearing
Mira, and
during
Cam.
this swap.
Dark Vortex.
But only for Light Vortex. For the
Oh,
other
we're
light
hearing
Dark
ability,
Shield, I mean.
Dark shield.
we're staying
yeah.
dark. And that did help with the movement, though, for that, the healing was better for that, with us not having to,
Do we have?
move.
I have not really paying attention. Do we just have the DPS with hero, not to swap for dark or not swap for dark shield?
I don't think so.
I don't think we had people switch right away or get hero.
Be right
right
back.
away.
No, that we didn't do hero, and it was 75% cast before we called for the switch.
You can't just cleave them because like you do 50% less damage to the other boss.
Yeah.
So you have to swap for Dark Shield. I don't think we have the DPS and current gear or the current comp to. You can cleave, yes, but your cleave is only going to do half damage to the other boss. So if the shield's up, we have like 8 to 10 seconds to burn through the shield, and if everyone's doing half damage to it, it's not going to make it.
And it's a shared health pool anyway.
So like you're looking at there's only if you're not a soaker, there's only 4 times in this fight that you actually have to pay any attention to, and it's the 4 special abilities. The rest of the time you can just sit still and tunnel. Credo, Duranus, check flasks.
Let the games begin.
And the light vortexes, you want me to do the R Master, right?
For light vortex, you will be R mastering fire. Yes. You're gonna bubble and then R mastery fire.
Make sure you have the right instance.
As soon as Mira is ready,
I am sorry. Back.
here you go get your dark essence.
Yep.
All right. Remember, don't panic.
5,
There's only 4 times you have to do anything.
3, 2, 1.
In the name of our Dark Master, for the Lich King, you will die.
Need a hit point shot, please.
Change target.
Swap, hero.
Attacks go.
Bam, DSAC. DPS swap back.
Yep.
Careful on balls when you're walking back, guys. Healthstone if you're low.
Need him?
Go ahead.
Yes, please use your him.
Yeah, everyone shoot on X. Next special soon. Stay dark. Soaker's cooldown. Asper and DSAC. Path, get up part 2, please. Spot bumps on part 2. Next special in 10 seconds. Light vortex. Paladin's bubble. Everyone else swap the light.
Remember, dodge the black. Yep. They're very hard to see.
Breeze, get up to off. If you haven't healthstoned already, and use it if you need to. DPS X.
Give me an innervate, please.
Gotcha. Alright, next one can be any.
Keep burning.
And a new hit point shout just in case.
Anything for mana.
Next special.
Torment on me.
Yeah, I'm about out.
Dark Vortex. Kryto DSAC.
Going.
Soaker's cooldowns.
Fences. Finish it up.
Soaker's swap back. Well, just me.
Yeah, I'm out. Kill it.
$20 seconds till next special. Hopefully we kill it by then. Yeah, you can actually go ahead and desec him. 5 until special.
Good job.
Sloppy. But we're getting there. Not bad for first night.
Yeah, it's better.
It gets a million times easier to see the black balls if you turn your shadows all the way down.
They're so hard to see on the black floor.
Alright, I have some loot. Let me start with the trophies again. I'm gonna call names. Just type yes if you want it. Try to be quick for me. Winter's not here. Blue's not here. Fart. I think you said no previously. Krydo.
No.
Mira.
Yeah, just pass it on.
Cam.
I don't need them for off spec.
You already gave me one.
We're talking about main spec right now. Cam.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I don't need them only
Okay.
for off spec.
Oh, I thought you said Ben.
No. I'm not gonna take one. Wayne's not here. Sin.
I'll take one.
Alright. Callie.
Yes.
Okay, Duranus.
Yes.
Harry. Is Harry here?
Yes.
You'll take one?
There's the 4.
Yep, there's the 4. Okay. Let me put these names down then.
So we're fighting the Lich King now?
No. Alright, there's the 4
Okay.
trophies done. Let's see.
Thank you for not putting Path of Frost up.
Well,
Can we please clear
Oh, now somebody has.
Oh.
clear?
Yeah, but then wait until we hit the water.
chest plate of the Frozen Born Hero.
Frostborn?
Whatever.
Our guests have arrived.
Anybody for that?
That's the guy from the dungeon. Or is that different?
Asbjorn, go ahead and swap if you haven't already.
You have a aura preference for me?
Probably both of you should run Frost.
Wait, nobody wants that chest?
Not so far.
Looking.
You looking? Let me know when you're good, Sword.
Give me a second on those bracers.
This is a
Yep, we got a few seconds,
chest plate
so
right now, currently up. Yeah, you can come get your trophies too if you got one.
Yeah, that's okay.
You don't want the chest?
I'll roll for it or put a 1 on it.
Okay, you do? Okay, gotcha. Alright. Bracers of Dark Essence.
let's remember far too. So
Let me look real quick.
Yeah, I'll take them. It's a flat upgrade.
Alright, anyone else?
I'll pass. I have alternate.
Actually, no, I'll pass. I have hit on my bracers already. I don't need that.
Alright, then it looks like those will go to Breathes.
Grats, breeds.
The Arbiter Muse?
Do you want that more? Me?
Pretty good. So
I assume I want to switch from block rating to dodge, but I don't know.
Alright, Keem's at the top, so we'll go to
There you go.
Keem's. The Executioner's Malice.
I'm not sure how you're at the top, but I thought the last thing was Titan's Skin Cloak, but whatever.
What? This is the new list for the new phase.
Oh, did you resort?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah. But you're at the top now.
Yeah, I know how it works.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Sin, you got the trophy, right? Yeah. Okay. Let me see. What we got? Ashbjorn, you're above Zord for Malice. Alright. Justice Bringer.
Oh.
Alright, that's gonna go to Twinkle. Rats? Damn, Twinkle, give me a second, for Christ's sake.
Come on, hurry up now.
Boots of Trembling Earth?
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
It's number 1 for you, Kim.
Yeah,
And
I just
Ellie
wanted to make
and
sure.
Elemental. All the friggin' jammies and 2 for Holy.
Oh yeah, we're basically all three of them.
Oh, shamans are
Alright, then I want all shamans to roll because you're all on different lists.
Oof.
Oof.
Twig!
You could have
Congrats,
definitely.
Damn, Meg really wanted
Go
them.
Mega.
Yeah, congrats, Mega. That's all
Any
my
other
loot.
gear?
Nope,
All
that's
right,
it. Just come
so
get your
for
loot stuff.
Anubarak, healers have your assignments for phase 3. So double check your assignments for phase 3. Make sure you're only healing penetrating cold targets. The main trick to this fight is phase 2. For the most part, phase 3, if you have assignments, should be okay. It gets kind of sketchy in phase 2 though. So make sure, like, we have 6 orbs that will spawn. Zord, you're in charge of the left orb. Lutz, you're in charge of the right orb. You guys are going to grip the orb down. Anubrak's going to be tanked right there. I'm going to spin him. You're going to grip the orbs down to the left and right, like back legs, respectively. And DPS, you're going to kill them.
Please make sure you kill them right away, because as soon as we grip, they start flying up in the air again.
They are kill priority until they are down. Asbjorn, you're going to be picking up the left 2 ads. One will spawn in the back here, and the other one will spawn. So, like, the 2 spawns are.
Nicholas, Executioner's
And
Malice.
then in the other little alcove to the right, which I will throw another one. So they'll spawn in those 2 positions opposite of each other. Credo, you'll be picking up the 2 on the right. Asbjorn, you'll be picking up the 2 on the left. You guys are going to pick them up and pull them onto your respective ice patch behind the boss. And everyone's going to cleave the ads down off of the boss. Multi-dot's great. Cleaving's great. If I call to target swap because the ads are still up and the new ones are spawning, make sure we're target swapping. After the second set of ads, I'm going to be like 10 seconds before the phase change, I'm going to pull Anubrak out, and everyone's going to switch and burn the ads in those 10 seconds because Anubrak's going to burrow. When Anubrak burrows, we need 2 ice balls down, and I'm going to have Callie and Uncle on ice balls. Make sure you guys kill an ice ball, and then nobody else touch them. Like, you're just killing the little skitterers you see running around now. Credo and Asbjorn, you 2 will be picking them up as best you can.
Mm-hmm.
For the first fixate target, I want most people to head to the back of the room here. And Callie, if you can get one of the back, like I want both of the left side orbs that are down. I want them both, like, if we're looking at the boss now, the 2 on the left side that are still in the air, I want those 2 prioritized for killing. So Anubrak, I'm going to pull over to that side of the room, and you guys are going to kite to the entrance here. When you're at the entrance, if you have a movement speed ability, you want to move towards the frost novas or the frost balls that are left, but do not go into them. Credo, your job is to bop the first one. When you see the spikes getting close to the first target, you're going to bop them. If you are the bop target, once your bop is fading, you're going to step into the ice to reset him. At that point, everyone else is going to move over to the opposite side of the room where the flare is now, and next person is going to be targeted. So if you're next person to target, you're going to stand over there as long as you can, and then you're going to movement speed over to the other one. Asbjorn, you'll get the bop on that target.
Got it.
So first is Credo, second is Asbjorn for bops. It's really important you guys get to the kite it away from the ice and then back to the ice, so that we have optimal uptime. Give yourself enough time to get there. So like he's gonna pick up speed while he's moving. So look how fast he's going, and he's gonna get faster. So give yourself enough time to get beside the ice that you need to get beside, and then you're gonna get your bop. And then when your bop's fading, you'll just step into the ice and reset it. That's it. That's the whole phase. If you're not fixated, you're killing the ads.
It should be automatically already turned on, maybe, but just in case, healers go /DBM, Trial of the Crusader, Anubarak, and make sure that your set icons on penetrating cold targets is on, because you're going to need that to heal your appropriate targets for phase 3. So just double check and make sure it's turned on. It should be, but just do that for me.
So as far as paladins go, do you want us to take off our Glyph of Holy Light?
Oh, yeah, we do. Thanks for reminding.
I don't know, do we?
I'm having us do it on Night Watch, but
think so.
We're supposed to.
I don't think it's necessary though. Let's give it a shot or two with it, and then.
Who's tanking a Nubarak?
I'll be tanking a Nubarak, and Krydo and Asbjorn will be picking up ads. There still will be ads in phase 3 that we have to deal with. So
we're both going to be beaconing you and then healing the other tank, correct?
Yeah,
yes.
there are 2 tanks. There will be the 2.
So
other.
same Soulstone assignments. The 2 druids in Mira.
Just as a reminder, Sin, you got tanks and diamond. Dam, your tanks. Cam, your moon and triangle, and I'm circle and star. And Mira, you're going to be bubbling all of the penetrating cold targets and the tanks.
Okay.
No bubbles or any heals on anyone else. Only
If you're
bubble
not
them
doing-
when they get the penetrating cold, okay?
If you're not doing something in phase 3, make sure you're healing the tanks, because the tanks are still going to get trucked through the whole phase.
Sin, are you using the 4
What do you want me to self do?
The same druid assignments you have been. The Soulstones. And is there a feast down? Callie, Goth, Far2, and Mega need food. I'm gonna go with no for stamina buff in phase. Like, I want to try a couple for that, Uncle.
Isn't it percentage based?
It is percentage based, but everybody
so
should
buff
be low.
shouldn't matter. Yeah.
it's just the higher percentage you have, the more it heals the boss.
Just Hunter for now, timeouts, and if it looks bad, we will we'll swap. If you have an offhand, you can put wound on, just in case Callie dies. That would be the only thing I would worry about. All right, Goth, you ready? Only got 30 minutes to work on this, and this is the hardest fight in here, so. I'm gonna go ahead and move in.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This place will serve as your tomb.
Gripping right.
Make sure you guys are killing those orbs quick. So it looks like that. Zord, get your orb.
Perfect.
Nice job. Interrupt shadow strikes if you can. Or that happens. I should have had that set up. Path, get up Mega. Breeds, get up Death.
Having issues.
Paladins, you can Holy Wrath that. Like, just feel free to Holy Wrath the
New
Shadow
ads
Strike.
coming out in 3. These need to die now.
Everybody switch to ads. Misdirect ads if you can.
Why am I slowed?
Because you're in the ice. You gotta freedom yourself to get out.
Okay.
Krydo's got 3 use a shield wall.
We lost.
It's alright. Just keep going. Just keep going. Kill the ads. Just try to focus on kiting.
And oh, he got brought to this one.
Yeah, it's fine. Just practice kiting. We've got a lot of dead and no battle resist, so just get a practice run in on phase 2.
Just remember
Don't run straight into it.
Yeah.
You want to make sure you're running around, like running near it, but
Guide it into it, but don't run through it.
and then you're gonna get a bop.
So, Death, you want to guide that over here, around,
Go ahead
the
and
frost
bop
on the
Death.
ground.
I already did.
Over there.
She's right there.
Sorry, this thing keeps popping up in my freaking face.
Yep.
Alright then.
You know, this error thing.
Run. Keep moving.
All right. This is what's gonna take the longest to learn is this phase. So
Which boomkin was that at the start? That, was that Breeze or Path?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay, so that, you
Is
had the
that
right
that-
idea there, but instead of running through it, run around and, like, kite it over top, so that you don't get slowed. And that's what we want everyone to do.
like the idea is to get it as far away as possible and then get a bop and then kite it in with your bop.
Okay, are the other healers on your UIs getting numbers?
Numbers?
No, that's because you have Fuji's.
I think I fixed it.
Man, okay, I don't...
Release.
How do I get Fuji's to not load for this tune? Because I didn't even load Fuji's on this account for this purpose. Because I can't see my symbol, I just see big fucking numbers.
I would say in the short term, just delete it. If you have Thames installed, you may have to reinstall it again afterwards, you know? I can look into it to see how to do it, but like for right now, I'd say just delete it.
Can't you go to your add-ons and just click it out?
It's a weak
That
R.
too.
You would probably have to unload it.
I don't even know how to unload Wigoras because I've never been able to figure out how to do that.
If you click on Weak Aura, click on the Weak Aura itself. You should see the tab for load, and there's a checkbox for never, and click that.
Later on, Sin, we can set a condition so it only loads for certain characters.
So what we're going to do is until we're clean on phase 2, we're going to just burn the ads as they get to the ice patch. So DPS, make sure you're swapping to the ads. And both paladins, make sure when they start casting Shadow Strike that you Holy Wrath that, because that does count as the interrupt. It will do it for you.
Is there like a visual emote I can see on the one I'm not targeting, or I have to just keep an eye on both casts?
So just
they all cast
no,
at the
same time.
Oh, it's the one thing. Okay.
Okay, so... Alright, I'm really lost. Phase 2, are we going towards the left or right first if you're targeted?
So when Anubarak burrows, what you're doing is you're making your way back to where we are now.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then you're going to stand by the door, and if you aren't targeted, you're going to move towards the middle. The person that is targeted is going to stay at the door, and Kryto, you're going to just make your way over to them so that when the spikes get to them, you can bop them, and then once you're bopped, you're going to run into the ice patch.
The ice patch?
So you want to stand outside the ice patch and time it to where your bop is falling off, and then you can just step right into the ice patch, and it'll reset. And then the next person should be already in the middle of the room somewhere. You're going to run over to the right, over there in that corner, and Asbjorn's going to follow that target over there. And when the spikes get to you, you're going to start heading towards the frost, and you're going to get a bop. And then you're going to do the same thing.
Just not to the part, right?
You don't want to instantly take it to the frost patch. You want to run it away from the raid to give you extra time, and then you've got 12 seconds of bop to run across the room to the next frost patch. You're never going to kill any of the frost patches that are up by Anubarak where he's at currently. So make sure you're not running to those frost patches. Those we need up for phase 1 and phase 3. All right, evidence move up. Got like 4 or 5 more pulls in on this tonight.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This place will serve as your tomb.
Kill the right side.
Orbs first, guys. When the ads are on the frost patch, everyone swap and kill them. Cleave off of them, do as much damage as you can to a Anubarak, but make sure they're on the ice. Holy Wrath them. New ads soon. Go ahead and head out and pick them up. I'm going to be moving to your right in 10 seconds, healers. Be ready for that. When I start moving, DPS, switch to the burrows. Stay on the burrow. All right, pay attention. Do not kite him into that close one. Cam, you're fine where you're at. Do not kite them in the ones to the left.
Through the middle.
I don't know how much more fire I'm going to get. I'm about to get hit.
Bop him.
I'm nowhere near.
Run. Keep moving.
So if the person he's targeting dies, does
It's
he
just gonna
like
target someone
speeds
else.
up? Yeah, he just speeds up and then targets someone
So
else.
he's always going
until
to
it
start
hits
speeding
ice.
up until he hits an ice patch.
So when
So ideally, he's pulling it over to the right. The raid is moving back towards. We're killing the ads and then moving back towards the entrance, right? And as soon as whoever gets targeted is going to then run them away from the rest of the raid towards an ice patch. You can boot whatever. As it gets close to you, you'll get a bop, and you just stand in front of the ice patch until 2 seconds left, and then cross over it.
So the ads need to be dead before then, or else I'm not able to come bop people, right?
The ads need to die really quickly. So the second set of ads need to be tunneled.
I was just wondering why the bop thing, if he gets stunned by the ice, if you just run around
Because
the
it's a
ice.
time. So the submerge phase isn't like X amount of times he picks a target. It's a duration of how long, right? It's just it's a timed event where he's underneath. So you only get 6 ice patches through the whole thing, right? And 2 of them you don't want to ever pop because that's where we're keeping the ads from submerging by the front. So that means we've only got a few others to burn. So we're trying to extend the times before he changes to a new target because he hit an ice patch. So Bop buys an extra 12 seconds.
Oh, okay.
This is by far, like, compared to all the other fights, definitely the hardest by a good margin.
Yeah. And this is where hopefully next week we can get to this point a little faster than we did this tonight, because we've seen the fights now and people have the
Another
experience.
thing, maybe, is if Kratos started the fight, then when Anubarak went down, he would immediately be ready to go bop somebody, and then by then Ashbjorn's ad should be dead, and he could run off, or whoever is next in line to be bopping. Just that, I thought of that. I don't know if there's a reason why He's
Block
you're
helps
going
a lot
first.
more with the ads than having
Yeah.
teams do it.
Okay. I just thought.
Isn't
Yeah.
Is Nuke tauntable?
Yeah, he is tunnable.
Because I got to figure out something for night with only one other DK.
We also have lost Asbjorn at the start of the second phase, both attempts. I'm not sure what's going on. That is he losing heals because people are repositioning, or what's going on there?
I can look to see if they're
Possibly,
getting more than
yeah,
2
if,
stack.
Well, Sid and I are just talking about that. I asked at the beginning, and I just want to make sure correct. Sid and I are both beaconing you, and then we're healing the other 2 tanks, correct?
So until phase 3, yes. I'm going to be taking less damage than the other 2 tanks in every phase. I'm still going to take damage, but I'm going to be taking less damage than the other 2 tanks because they're going to have exposed weakness up.
And the ad tanks, if for any reason, just don't wait for anybody to call it out. But Krydo or Asbjorn, if during the chaos of moving around, if your ads move too close to the other ones and your set gets more than 2 stacks, you need to use a cooldown. Because otherwise they will just start trucking the shit out of you.
All right, let's go again. We got a
They're
couple
like
more.
the cat lady cats, but on crack.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This place will serve as your tomb.
Pulling the right side down. Now.
Kill orbs. Sword grip.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, I'll grip it.
Get ready to kill it melee.
Holy shit, targeting this thing with a noob is fucking terrible. Kill it. Range, finish it off.
I can pull it off in a second.
What'd you say?
Asbjorn reposition.
Got one that burrowed.
Right. Focus ads. New ad spawning. Asbjorn, you're going to have to pop a cooldown because your third ad's going to pop up. As soon as they're to the ice, go ahead and swap targets to them.
Got an ad
One
on
his
me.
back left leg. There's one on his back left leg spawning.
Moving boss.
Kill that one right now. Kill the one that's on the left hand side. Pick one of them.
All right, first target. Mega. Kratos, go. I taunt it off you. Freedom
Watch out for
yourself.
the spikes,
Yep.
everybody.
Get a bop on him if you can. And you're good, Mega.
Alright,
Look better
doing
there.
that.
Dang, I was close.
Run.
I
Yeah.
It went through it.
What the fuck?
Why did it go through it? All
I
right,
don't
let's
know,
focus
it was on
on
the side of it. I didn't get it centered all the way, and it was kind of on the side of it. But it did go through it.
That's what I'll do, Kratos. I'll come back and just taunt off you.
Okay.
That's what we're doing. We're just
And
going to the edge and moving
was
around.
Moment be out of range of him for Bop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
as soon
booted
as-
to that one that was in the corner.
Which is what we want to do. Like you guys, like I know it's tight with the ads being up for a long time, but if your focus target is, if his focus target is you, you need to be moving back to the front entrance where we came in at. So make sure like ranged you're in a position, or if melee gets targeted, melee, make sure you're running, like let him go straight across the room. It's all about personal responsibility on that, because like you have to choose the longest you can kite him. And then once he's catching up to you, you need to be close to a frost patch so you can get a bop, and then you're just going to wait the bop out and then step in
Into the spikes, right?
into the frost.
Yeah.
A couple times being in the center, you know, it's getting run through the center. So, kind of maybe
It
the center's not the
might
best place to
happen.
stand.
So it's like I said, it's personal responsibility. If the spikes are coming to you and you can literally just walk out of the way of them because you know who they're fixated on, just walk out of the way of them and let them walk past. They're not going to like turn 90 degrees and hit you unless the person's turning, which realistically, like you can look at where the spikes are going and see.
Thank you for
There's
the
a
bot.
repair bot in the back. Yeah, it's when you get close to the boss, it's like impossible to target one of the frost orbs. So just swing wide left. And the most important thing is just to have that, like that early DPS early on doesn't matter. Just make sure you have that targeted.
Yep, that was funny.
Its hitbox is fucking like crazy.
I didn't know what happened for a second, and then I realized.
Italian death eat the food. Let me get a drip
I was
off
over
as
here
well.
early, so I could like focus target it, but no.
Sin didn't finish eating. Sorry.
Clean your plate, young lady.
Just let me know when you have your food buffs in.
Yeah.
Got.
All right. Let me get a hit point shout.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This place will serve as your tomb.
Dropping right.
Focus orb. Next orb. Perfect. And back the boss up just a little bit if I can. He's not going to move that much more. All right. Interrupt Shadow Strikes. Nice. New ad soon? Moving boss. On the way back, Credo. Go ahead and start heading out, Credo. Actually, Sin, you can bop yourself, Sin.
I'm all the way on the ice, and that's still burrowed. Like, I was almost on the other side of the ice, and it's still burrowed.
Just remember,
No,
once
it's
you're...
dropped.
Yeah, we need one more ice patch down, please. Go ahead and step in, Sin.
What?
Path, get her up.
I'm in the patch.
Asbjorn, you're going to bop yourself. I've got it.
Melee kill this ad.
DPS on this burrow up, please. Oh, don't stun it outside of patch. Alright.
Get the small fries off me.
Nice job. That was almost perfect other than losing Sin. Phase 1 starts over.
Just run, Mirror. There we go. Perfect. You're good.
You're good, Mirror. Come back.
New ads.
Can we get mana him from some?
This is
Yeah, I'll do
phase
it.
3 healers.
No, this is phase 1.
What?
It just loops.
I did.
That's
I
it.
did.
You did
I'm
it.
doing it.
Oh, that don't make no damn sense to me.
Phase 3 starts at 30%.
Oh my god, this confusion.
Roots.
Interrupt Shadow Strikes.
Do dots hurt him underground?
I don't know. On that
I don't
one.
know that either, actually.
But still do it.
Yeah.
Interrupt shadow strikes. Reeves, get
add
up
in the
far
burrow.
too.
Well, good night, I guess.
Wow. Okay, second emerge timer's off, by the way, Luke, just so you're aware of that.
Yeah, I see that. We need.
Just practice kiting. Try to get this
Quick.
bop if yours
Yep.
is available.
Yep. I
Kill
got
these
it.
other little guys.
Pop.
Okay.
And breathe, start walking into. That's
Nope.
fine. But you don't have to go into it until your bop is fading, though.
Oh. But otherwise, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Mega's next. DPS on this burrow. I get a bop on Mega. Never mind.
Oh, what the fuck ever.
Yeah, it's alright. Just wipe it up. We lost a lot there. We can...
That was much better, though.
He
Yeah.
was running past me, and then as he ran past me, he fucking targeted me.
I'm not going to keep people late since we were late last night. Good job tonight.
Tonight we were improving.
We definitely did get. I was kind of hoping to have more time on a Nubarak, but it happens. So try to look up this fight, specifically phase 2, because it's going to be a problem, and try to next week come in here to think about how to optimize your damage on a Nubarak, because it's 100% possible. Like they did it tonight to kill a Nubarak before he ever submerges.
Yeah. So the goal, the issue, once you learn the dance, the next issue is.
Do they not attack ad?
Is we only have 6 orbs, right? 6 patches of ice. 2 of them which we can't break, which means we have 4. Which means really we need the 2 phase and only take 2 patches of ice each phase. Like that's the next step to be able to get that. So ideally how you get there is you need to push the boss harder by really just killing ads with cleave only.
So make sure like you guys are using your cleave primarily on that fight. Multi-dot is great. But definitely target the boss board. We want to get the boss down like 35% per phase, realistically. Like 25 to 30 is good because you won't get the third submerge, but you have to. No, you were fine timeouts. That's what I called for. I wanted to get phase 2 practice in.
So when I died, was I just not far enough in? Because I was like in the middle.
It looked like, I think it was like one of those things where like
He can still hit through the frost.
It was close.
So when he hits the spike up through the frost, if you're in the frost when he does that, it will still damage you.
I think ideally when you have like 3 seconds of your bop left, you go at that point.
Okay.
Can I get someone to do plus 20 case cuts? I think it was Uncle that had it last time.
Also, it was probably my fault. I died again. But it felt like I died because somebody literally did a loop around me booting.
Oh, James, come down here. Is there somebody down here? I just want to confirm that I can talk to this guy.
And I just don't.
No, I already
It didn't work well for me. Like I just died to the boss.
Here and aggro him first so I can talk.
Well, you can taunt. You already know you can taunt because Zora death gripped him and it pulled him.
Did it attack him?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it taunted and one-shot me.
Okay. Because we have me and one other DK, so I think what I'm gonna do is have Crank clear you like position, and I'll grip the one side, and then I'll taunt off of you or whoever.
Good job tonight, though, guys. We didn't wipe the Jiraxis, so that's all I care about.
I linked the new Thames that just came out today too.
Whoever you're going to be using, whether it's Thames or whatever, just keep an eye on it because especially when new phases happen, there's going to be multiple iterations of them fixing things and dialing it in and stuff. So don't rely that the one that you downloaded for tonight, they've already like Pally said, they've already replaced it, and by next Wednesday or Thursday, it'll have like 5 or 6 new ones. So just make sure you right before raid next week you update it.
But yeah, like please take a look at certain things like I know our faction champs was a little sloppy, but it's going to be sloppy for the first couple weeks. If you can figure out that fight's going to change every week as well because of the different compositions. So do a little bit extra homework on faction champs and make sure like you don't have to fully understand an Emberite because I know you're not in there working on it, but try to figure out what your optimal idea is, like what you have. So like if you got rocket boots and you can rocket boot across the room, you might want to save those until like you're in a spot where the thing's right on top of you and you don't have a bop, or if you have sprints or those types of movement speeds, like try to plan your route just in case you get targeted. It's really important that you keep an eye on that because all of phase 2 is personal responsibility, whether or not you're standing in front of where he's going or if you're the one fixated.
I could probably heal that for you, Uncle, if you need. Since you're gonna cut my gems. Is Uncle
But
still in
as
here?
you can see, it wasn't too bad of a raid. Like we didn't get 5 of 5 first night, but 4 or 5 is not terrible.
It's nice to do something different.
Yes.
Very true.
Next week, we do want to come in here and clean this up quickly. We do have Oni still. If you want to pug Oni this week, please pug Oni. No one's going to force you to log in and do a 25-man Oni with us.
What? Why not?
That'd be simple.
If there's anybody on late, we may do like an alt Oni tonight after. We'll see what kind of interest.
So there's that. Also, we need to get into Ulduar, so we have to make sure that this is cleaned up a little bit. We don't want to spend more than 3 or 4 hours in here because we do have stuff in Ulduar that we do need. Hodir, Iron Council, Vezax, Yogg, Algalon, XT, they all drop hard mode loot that are still best in slot for the phase, and I don't want to neglect them.
And we need Sins frags.
Obviously, we need Sins frags, and we need to finish Dam's thing. So next week when we do Yogg, please show up and play the game, and don't do whatever you did last night because that was made me sad, and I went home afterwards and drank a whole lot and sit in the bathtub with a toaster on the side of it for a while.
Jesus Christ!
It's a good thing you didn't have children to beat.
That's a little extreme, don't you think?
It was really bad and depressing last night. So let's try not to
Thanks
have
for
that.
watching my stream, guys.
Almost